the good times roll, are you ready for Kernels baseball? The Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM, and the Class A affiliate of the Anaheim Angels welcome you to Cedar Rapids Kernels baseball. Now in his ninth season as the voice of the Kernels, here's John Rogers.
An exciting weekend of baseball to culminate the season's first half in Peoria, Illinois. Good evening. It's overcast, it's cool, the temperature in the high 60s, and the Kernels will be deciding their own fate in the Western Division first half race this weekend against the Peoria Chiefs, the Class A Midwest League affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. The Kernels, with a huge 9-3 victory in Battle Creek, Michigan last night, broke a 4-game losing skid, and in doing so, got great pitching from right-hander Michelle Samar. This evening's hurler, Abel Marino, and the Kernels are in a great position to still try to win the Western Division first half, a game back of Kane County, a game ahead of Peoria, and we haven't had this much excitement down the final weekend in the first half in my 9 years as the broadcaster for the Kernels. It will be loads of fun, and the Kernels, if they can win 2 of 3 or all 3, do have a terrific chance to capture the first half crown as we host the All-Star Game Tuesday in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thanks to you Kernel fans for emailing us your questions for Kernel manager Bobby Magallanes. He'll be fielding them here in just a moment from O'Brien Field. The dugout interview is next. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
If you don't stop by one of Jungi's 4 great locations, how will you know you got the very best deal? Stop in today at Jungi Lincoln Mercury Isuzu in Cedar Rapids, Jungi Ford and Jungi Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Center Point, and the new Jungi Chevrolet Pontiac in Anamosa. Now, 4 great locations, still one great name, Jungi.
Who's that cool cooking man? King of the grill, who's your patio? Your patio. Charbroiled sausage flipping man with the buns, who's your patio? Your patio. The only good swimming, cook number 1 for taste and fun.
Econo Foods is the place to save on Clement's fine products this week. Shop Econo Foods for hot pricing on Clement.
Urbana, Iowa, Marlene Bobby read that former Cincinnati and Tiger skipper Sparky Anderson contends that the pitch on a 2-1 count is the most important pitch or count in baseball. And Marlene would like to know if you agree with Sparky Anderson.
Well, let me say why he believes it's the most important pitch, most important count, because anything can happen. You can go, if you're a pitcher, if you throw a ball in that situation, you can be down 3-1. And if you're a hitter and the pitcher jumps ahead right there, throw the strike and you take it, now it's 2-2 and you're down in the count. But to be honest with you, a 2-1 count, hitters are very aggressive in that count because they understand that the pitcher doesn't want to go 3-1. But to be honest with you, a 2-1 count is where mostly all pitchers will throw something off speed to get you off balance so you can swing and then be down 2-2.
Well, Sparky sure did a lot of analyzing on that, and thank you, Bobby, for explaining to Marlene and myself and all the listeners why Sparky Anderson would say that. You're saying that a 2-1 count is critical for both hitter and pitcher, and that a good pitcher tries not to give in to the hitter on 2-1.
Exactly it. I know we teach our pitchers that 2-1, we want to throw a strike, but we also aren't going to give in to the hitter. And a lot of times a 2-1 count, a pitcher will throw an off-speed pitch, especially if he can throw those for strikes.
Marlene, thank you so much from Urbana, Iowa. Next comes a fun question, Bobby, from Gail of Hiawatha, Iowa. Oh, goodness. T-ballers, little leaguers, girl softball players. We've all been taught different ways on how to take priority and call for a pop-out or a fly ball. And Gail wants to know if any of these two terminologies are used in professional baseball. If you're calling for a pop-up or fly ball as a fielder, do you say, I got it, I got it, I got it, or do you say, ball, ball, ball? Or is some other terminology used in the professional ranks to call for a fly or a pop-up?
We use I got it. It's communication so important in baseball. As a matter of fact, I stress it and I harp this on my ball players that I want them always talking. Even if they say the wrong things and communicate the wrong things, it's okay because I know that they're trying to communicate. And I'll teach them how to, and we'll teach them as a staff how to say the right things. But communication is important. And, you know, when you're going out for a pop-up or a fly-out and you're saying ball, 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 well, what does that mean?
That's a good question. Maybe it could mean to one guy, I see the ball.
Yeah, I mean, when you communicate with somebody, when you talk to a human being, you communicate by saying what you want. So by saying ball, you're going up there. Yeah, that's a ball. Now what? What do you want with it? You know. But I got it. I got it is what says okay. I got it means I got it. You got it. Go. I get out of the way. Ball means nothing. It's a ball. Yeah. Now what? So we use the term I got it.
Now, Bobby, Gail had a follow-up, and that is she had read in a textbook on baseball that, and I would find this confusing, but you tell me if it's over-communicating or not. She read that a coach in this textbook said that after someone says, I got it, that the other guy who might be vying for that pop-up or fly ball should say, take it, take it, take it. To me, that's over-communicating, but you just said that talking is better than not talking. Would you advise the guy who's going to bow to the man who's going to catch it to say, take it, take it, take it, to acknowledge that they heard him say, I got it, I got it, I got it?
No, we don't say that because let me just explain real quick why. Every position has priority over another position. So when the guy who has priority over the other player says, I got it, the other guy gets out of the way. Because in that moment, we're trying to prepare these guys for the major leagues. And the major leagues right now, Anaheim Angels at Anaheim Stadium are averaging 40,000 people a game. When you're playing at Anaheim Stadium in front of 40,000 people, you cannot hear yourself, not even think because of the noise in the crowd. So when you got a guy saying, I got it, then you got another guy coming in saying, you take it, you can't hear each other, and then they're not going to hear each other. One guy will say it. He says, I got it. The other guy knows he's got it. He gets out of the way.
Bobby, it makes a lot of sense. I've even seen, when you mentioned the big crowds in the big leagues, I've seen, along with saying, I got it, I've seen players whirlwind like a windmill their arms, almost to say non-verbally to people around them, not only do I got it, but I'm showing them with my hands, whirling them around that my arms, I will take it.
Yeah, Mike Sosha, and this goes from the big leagues all the way to Mesa, our rookie ball team, the whole organization, we teach this. The outfielder is the one who says, I got it. The infielder doesn't say a word when he goes out. He just waves his arms because of the fact that we can't hear.
The guy behind him, the outfielder, couldn't hear.
So when the infielder's going back, his face and his voice is going towards the infield. So the outfielder's not going to hear him because he's got his back to him. So to eliminate collisions, we teach our ball players from rookie ball to the big leagues that when an infielder goes out on a pop-up, he just waves his arm. And if the outfielder doesn't say nothing, he gets it. Now, if the outfielder says anything, he doesn't have to say, I got it. He just hears his voice, the infielder gets out of the way.
That makes sense, Bobby, and it avoids a lot of dangerous collisions and loss of an out. Gail, great question, and it is varied, but it sounds like the Angels have a wonderful system in place throughout the minor leagues all the way up to Anaheim. A break from Peoria's O'Brien Field, where the Kernels open a 3-game series this weekend against the St. Louis Cardinal minor leaguers. A wonderful pennant stretch here. The Kernels battling to try to overtake King County and take the first half title. But we need to play very well here in Peoria to accomplish that feat. A final question to Bobby from one of you Kernel fans follows this. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Most of us have been in a situation before in buying an automobile where what we owe is more than what our vehicle is worth. And sometimes it's thousands of dollars. There is a better way to put yourself in a better position when it comes to value, quality, and reliability. Put yourself into an industry-leading Honda automobile from Randy Kiel Honda. The Odyssey minivan boasts being #1 in safety and the #1 minivan on the market for the last 5 years. The Honda Accord leads the way in safety and has made the Car and Driver's Top 10 list more than any other car in history. The Pilot topped the SUV categories in its first year out and remains a class leader. And the CR-V continues leading in its class since its arrival in 1997. The subcompact Element is so functional and practical, they're selling as fast as they arrive. So doesn't it make sense to get the best value in the market at Randy Keel Honda? Great folks to deal with, too, and number one when it comes to getting you the best price. The home of confidence is Randy Keel Honda, Centerpoint Road, or on the web at randykeel.com.
Bobby, finally, a question from Hills, Iowa, Darwin. Darwin went to a Little League sandlot recently, a Little League field, and he saw a coach implement a drill he'd never seen before. The coach had gone to Menards or Walmart and gotten some oversized dustpans, and rather than have his fielders use their mitts or their gloves to practice fielding ground balls, the coach had the youngsters in their glove hands use a dustpan, and he was trying to, Darwin said the coach was trying to teach them to get their hand underneath a ground ball. He wondered what you thought of the soundness of that drill.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, some organizations in professional baseball have these special gloves. They're more, you can't squeeze them. They're flat, but they look like a glove. Actually, they look more like a catcher's glove. And it's just a padding, and you slip your hand in just like a regular glove. It's made out of leather, just as you cannot bend it. And what that is used for, and I used it in rookie ball with our rookie kids. There was a couple gloves we had like that, and I just had some drills. Mainly, it's not necessarily to scoop the ball and get underneath the ball. What you use it for is to soften the hands. Because on a ground ball, if you can stop it, the reason why we have a glove is not to catch a ball. And hopefully everyone's listening right now. We do not catch a ball. We stop a ground ball. A ground ball is not caught. A ground ball is stopped. All we're trying to do is stop the momentum in our hand so that we can exchange and throw the ball, which makes our hands soft. And that's what that drill is for. It's to soften the hands up and just stop the ball and not squeeze the hands. Once we squeeze, our hands become stiff, and that's when we boot a lot of balls.
And we're catching instead of stopping.
We're stopping instead of catching.
Right, we stop instead of catch, but if we start squeezing, that's what we don't want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to squeeze. The only time you want to do that is on a short hop or a ball in the hole or far off to your left or a line drive right at you. That's the only time you catch it. But anything that's right at us, we just stop it with our hands. As a matter of fact, you don't have to even squeeze the glove. You just stop it, and you comfort it, and you throw it across the diamond.
Darwin, terrific question, and I credit the Little League coach for using such an ingenious manner of teaching stopping rather than catching with a dustpan. Bobby, as always, it's just great of you to take time to field these questions from our fans. Let's have a fabulous Final Three here in Peoria before the All-Star break. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Bobby, when we do return home for the All-Star break, please treat yourself to a meal at any of our Zio Giano's Italian spaghetti houses. Perfect pasta, homemade bread at Zio Giano's. Bobby Magianis, once again, thanks so much.
All right, thank you, John.
Up next, first game of a three-game set at O'Brien Field, Kernels and Chiefs. We'll have them in a moment. This is Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Multitasking is today's buzzword. We're parents, employees, board members, spouses, caregivers. The list goes on. Your local Pekin Insurance Agency, Sheets Forrest Draper Insurance in Marion, is great at multitasking, too. Sheets Forrest Draper will find the right insurance coverages for you. See Scott Draper of Sheets Forrest Draper for coverages on your home, auto, life, health, and business. Finding the right insurance is one less task for you to do when you depend on your hometown professionals with Pekin Insurance.
Who cares what's in a hot dog? This country was built on the principle that wretched refuse could be made great. So when the tofu-obsessed among us ask what the hot dog is made of, well, the High Life man turns the question back on the questioner. You, sir, what are you made of? What spice do you add to the national knockwurst? No, you do not ask of the hot dog. The hot dog asks of you. Are you man enough to live the High Life? Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA.
From the land of Lincoln, the heart of Illinois, on the Illinois River, the city of Peoria. We're in downtown Peoria. We're in beautiful O'Brien Field. The Kernels are set to open up a three-game series that will decide whether we finish first, second, or third in the Western Division first half standings. First or second place means an automatic bid in the Midwest League playoffs come mid-September. Let's set the starting lineups for the second-place Kernels, coming off that big 9-3 victory in Battle Creek, Michigan last night behind Michelle Samar. And the Peoria Chiefs, they're coming off a loss in Fort Wayne, Indiana last night, 4-1 to the Wizards. Peoria is 38-28, 2 games back of first place King County, a game behind the second place Kernels. Their skipper is Joe Cunningham. He's 41 years old, and he's been managing 10 of his 15 seasons as an instructor in the Cardinal system. This is his second year with the Chiefs. Joe Cunningham, 41 years old, played in the Cardinal organization from 1984 to 1988. He's the son of former Cardinal All-Star outfielder and a longtime front office employee, Joe Cunningham Jr. Leading off is Anthony Monaghan. Anthony Monaghan in center field leads off for Peoria. Batting second, the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. Ryan in 40 games hitting .358. Hitting third, the designated hitter, Daric Barton. Barton bats third, and he's the designated hitter, a Cardinal first-round draft pick last year. At first base, a familiar name. He's in his third season with the Chiefs, and he's a slugger, 13 homers, 52 RBIs. John Santor at first base bats cleanup. Hitting fifth and playing left field is Cody Harther. Harther batting .322, fifth highest average in the Midwest League. The second baseman is Calvin Hayes, and he'll be hitting sixth for Peoria. In right field batting seventh, Terry Evans. Mike McCoy will hit eighth and play third base for the Chiefs. And batting ninth is Matt Pagnozzi. Matt Pagnozzi, the son of former Colonel catcher Tom Pagnozzi, bats ninth and is behind the plate. A veteran, Cristobal Correa, is on the hill. He's 24 years old, the chief right-hander from Venezuela. He broke in 1999 with the New Jersey Cardinals, so this is his sixth year professional baseball. Cristobal Correa, C-O-R-R-E-A, 2-1 on the year, making his fifth start. He was a 4-3 loser here at O'Brien Field Saturday versus Clinton. He went 5 1/3, gave the Lumber Kings 4 runs on 9 hits in 5 1/3, struck out 4, walked 1. Cristobal Correa, a 24-year-old right-hander from Venezuela, pitching for Peoria this evening. That's how the Chiefs will line up. Allen Motor Company is now proud to present the Allen Motor Company Kernels starting lineup. Allen's Kia grand opening sale is going on right now. Your first year's maintenance is on Allen's when you buy now during Allen's Kia grand opening sale. Every Kia Sedona is under $20,000 right now at Allen Motor Company. That's just $269 a month. 2004 Kia Sorrentos are also specially priced at just $20,999. That's a grand opening sale price at Allen's Kia. 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty program on Kias at Allen Motor Company. I-380 and Boyson Road, exit 25 in Hiawatha. Remember, when you buy now during Allen's grand opening Kia sale, your first year's maintenance is on Allen's. Leading off in the Allen Motor Company order and playing center field is switch hitter Quan Cosby. It'll be Matt Pauley who put the Kernels ahead with a 2-run homer in the 6th last night in Battle Creek. Pauley will bat second. He's in left field in the Allen Motor Company order. Batting third, Brandon Wood. Brandon is the shortstop. The Colonel catcher batting cleanup is Bobby Wilson. Hitting fifth in right field in the Allen Motor Company order, Blake Balcom. Matt Brown slugged his 16th home run of the year in the Kernel win last night. It was a 2-run shot in the 9th inning to put the Kernels ahead 7-3. Matt Brown at third base will hit 6th. He's tied for second in the league with 51 RBIs. At first base, looking for his first hit as a Colonel, making his third start in a row, Baltazar Lopez bats 7th. Hitting 8th, Tommy Duenas. Tommy is 10 for his last 40. Tommy is, let me double check that. Tommy Duenas is very hot recently, and I want to make sure he's 15 for his last 40. Tommy Duenas, 15 for his last 40, is the designated hitter, and he'll bat 8th in the Allen Motor Company order. And batting 9th at second base, an RBI triple in the Colonel 4-run 9th inning in Battle Creek last night, Sean Rodriguez. Rounding out the Allen Motor Company Colonel starting lineup on the hill with a 5-4 record is right-hander Abel Marino. Abel Marino's pitching for the Kernels, a 4.95 ERA. Abel, 20 years old, was 10-0 with the Provo Angels last year. Abel Marino, 9-4 loser his last time out. That was Sunday at home against the Beloit Snappers. He went 4 1/3, allowing 8 runs on 7 hits. He fanned 4, and he walked 2. The league hitting .259 against right-hander Abel Marino. Peoria is about to take the field. Before they do, our good friends at Anderson and Brown Eye Care are proud to bring us the umpiring duo. Mark Ripberger will be behind the plate. His partner on the diamond, Clint Mahan. Anderson and Brown Eye Care proud to present the Anderson and Brown Eye Care umpiring crew. Behind the plate, Mark Ripberger, and on the diamond, Clint Mahan. Anderson and Brown Eye Care, a Bausch & Lomb contact lens specialist. Anderson and Brown Eye Care, a leading dispenser of contact lenses in eastern Iowa. Peoria is about to take the field. Bobby Magallanes turns to his left and heads back into the Kernel third base dugout. We have a final from this afternoon on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. It comes from Wrigley Field, and it's brought to us by State Farm insurance agents Dale Thompson, Al Shetler, Gary Shubat, and Lanny Peterson. In interleague play, Oakland edged the Cubs 2-1 this afternoon at Wrigley Field. It's an overcast Friday evening here at O'Brien Field. It's a beautiful ballpark. They're in their second year. Or check that, they're in their third year, just like we are in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. And it's in downtown Peoria. There is grass sloped seating beyond the left field wall and a picnic area high above the right field wall. It's 400 feet to dead center, 310 down the lines, and 375 to the power alleys. The Peoria Chiefs take the field. They're 19-13 here at O'Brien Field. O'Brien is the naming rights sponsor of this ballpark, and O'Brien is a local automobile dealership, a real kingpin in central Illinois as far as automobiles go. O'Brien. In fact, their crest is painted on in red, gold, and blue right behind home plate. It's a beautiful crest that says O'Brien Field. Well, before the big game, first game of 3 here at O'Brien Field, the lights are just being turned on, and we'll have our national anthem here in just a moment. A number of Boy Scouts have headed out onto the field. They're serving as the Cost Cutters Dream Team. Now let's do pause to honor America with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. In fact, a color guard is now marching onto the diamond of Boy Scouts. They're in their dark green shorts and knee-high tube socks, green socks. They're presenting the colors that include the state of Illinois flag. And then one of the Boy Scout master leaders is going to honor America here at O'Brien Park, O'Brien Field. He'll be singing the national anthem.
Please remain standing for the performing of our national anthem tonight. The anthem is being sung by Matthew Wright, Eagle Scout, from Troop 91.
This is Matthew Wright, who is an Eagle Scout that will sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Our game time temperature, an overcast evening. The lights are on in downtown Peoria at O'Brien Field. A terrific opportunity for the Kernels to secure a playoff berth by doing well here against the Chiefs coming off a big 9-3 victory in Battle Creek last night. Emily is our in-studio engineer at 2nd Avenue and 5th Streets, downtown Cedar Rapids at the Zone. I'm your play-by-play host, John Rogers, and we'll enjoy Kernel Baseball together here from Peoria when we return. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Okay, so I'm dropping my daughter off at daycare. As I'm walking out, I see myself in the double doors. Uh-oh is right. My hair looks terrible. My ends are all scraggly, and my roots. Did you see my roots? I can't believe I've been walking around like this.
Have you tried Cost Cutters?
Oh, I'd love to get my hair done, but who has the time? With work and the kids, I barely have time to find matching socks, let alone time for my hair. Besides, I need the works.
Just go to Cost Cutters. They'll have you in and out looking great in no time.
Yeah?
Yeah. At Cost Cutters, the stylist will keep you looking great with a new cut, some color, even highlights. Check out mine.
Oh, so Cost Cutters is your secret.
Yep. I even get my favorite products there. You know, shampoo, conditioner.
That's it. I'm going to Cost Cutters.
Right now?
My roots, thank you.
There are a dozen Cost Cutters here in our area, each offering a relaxed, convenient hair care experience with no appointments and no hassles. Cost Cutters make things easy and affordable with professional stylists who care about you.
Cost Cutters. Live your life. We always have time for your hair.
Before Quan Cosby leads things off with the Kernels here in the top of the first, we start the second half following the All-Star game on Tuesday in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium by hosting the Quad City the Swing of the Quad Cities come to town, and the Freedom Festival will be putting on fireworks after the game. That's not all. Not only on Thursday the 24th at home will we have fireworks following the game, but the one and only famous San Diego Chicken will be on hand to perform throughout the game, and the first 1,000 fans wearing a Freedom Festival button will receive a free soft toss baseball from the Freedom Festival. You can collect autographs on that. We'll also be welcoming our friends from Marengo to the game on Thursday, June 24th. Over 500 will be in attendance from Marengo. Thursday, June 24th, the Swing of the Quad Cities comes to town, and the Freedom Festival will start things off with a bang. Fireworks after the game this Thursday, the 24th. And we'll be playing the Swing of the Quad Cities, the Minnesota Twin minor leaguers. Quan Cosby is first up to face Cristobal Correa, C-O-R-R-E-A. Quan coming off a series in Battle Creek in which he was 2 for 12, nothing for 5 last night. Batting left-handed for the Kernels, Quan hitting .240. The switch hitter has 2 homers, 19 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 6 triples. This game is underway, and Quan takes a bunt. Did he go around? Well, the base umpire, Clint Mahon, says no. We're underway here in Peoria. Scheduled to start at 6:30, and it's about 6:37. In on the grass at third for the Chiefs is Mike McCoy. The Kernels are in their gray road uniforms with red lettering and white trim. Quan drills one fair into the right field corner, possibly his 7th triple of the year. He's headed to second. The right fielder, Terry Evans, will try to throw the relay to the second baseman, now into third. And Quan Cosby has tripled to start this series. Quan Cosby, with his 7th triple of the year, drilled it into the right field corner. Terry Evans had to dig it out at the base of the 310 mark, and Quan Cosby slid into third. Calvin Hayes, the second baseman who took the relay throw, pocketed the peg from Terry Evans. He didn't even throw to third base, and the Kernels are out of the gate quickly here tonight with Quan Cosby at third and nobody out. It's Quan's 7th triple of the year. Now Matt Pagnozzi will try to give the Kernels an early lead. A breaking pitch from Cristobal Correa is a strike called according to the plate umpire, Mark Ripperger. Quan Cosby leading away at third as the right-hander from Venezuela, 24 years old, 6'1", comes set at the letters. Pagnozzi swings at an off-speed pitch and misses. Strike 2. It was Matt Pagnozzi who got the Kernels back on the winning track last night almost single-handedly. He was 3 for 5, a 2-out, 2-run homer in the 6th that gave the Kernels a 2-1 lead, and they never trailed after that. Pagnozzi, a left-handed hitter with a .294 average in the hole 0-2. And he swings and misses strike 3 on a changeup. Matt Pagnozzi gone on 3 pitches, so Cristobal Correa gets a big first out here in the first inning. Brandon Wood will try to drive home. Quan Cosby at third. The skies brighten a bit here in downtown Peoria. The lights are on. Peoria is in white home uniforms with red shoes, but then they have blue socks, blue pinstripes on their white home uniforms, blue sleeves, and blue caps. A breaking pitch is a strike to Brandon Wood. Wood, the key man in the inning now, after Quan's triple. Matt Pagnozzi, unable to put the ball in play, struck out on 3 pitches. Brandon doubled and scored in the Kernel 2-run 7th last night. He started our 4-run 9th with a base hit. And he loops one foul right back here over our heads for strike 2. Wood hitting .296, a right-handed hitter in the hole, 0-2. Wood hitting .284. The on-deck hitter, Bobby Wilson, hitting .296. The infield now comes in for the play at the plate with Brandon in the hole, 0-2. Cristobal Correa, Correa. A curve, and it's lifted into deep right. That'll give the Kernels the lead. Terry Evans has it, and tagging from third is Quan Cosby. The throw home, not in time, and it's 1-0 Kernels. Brandon Wood on an 0-2 pitch got the job done. His 39th RBI of the year, and the Kernels lead it in the first inning, 1-0. A triple and a one-out sacrifice fly by Brandon Wood. Bases empty, 2 gone, and the batter is Bobby Wilson. Peoria is a very good team at home, just like the Battle Creek Yankees, who we face. Here's a line shot into left center, but coming on is Anthony Monaghan, and he slides on his back and makes the catch. Bobby Wilson lines into left center. He hit it off the end of the bat, and it hung up for Anthony Monaghan, who made a sliding catch to end the inning. In the first for the Kernels, 1 run on 1 hit. A leadoff triple by Quan Cosby, a sac fly from Brandon Wood. There were no Peoria errors. The Kernels leave the bases empty. And after 1/2 inning, it's the Kernels 1 and the Chiefs coming to bat. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Toyota Financial Services of Cedar Rapids understands the importance of reading in the lives of our community's children. That's why they're proud to fund the 6th annual Toyota Financial Services Kernel Summer Reading Program. The generous support of Toyota Financial Services will result in Kernel players conducting a record 32 elementary school assemblies this spring to encourage girls and boys to read throughout the summer. Their reading accomplishments will be recognized by Toyota Financial Services with fabulous rewards. Toyota Financial Services, a true hero to the Kernels and the youth of our community.
You save big money. You save big money when you shop Menards.
For great Father's Day gifts, shop Menards. Save big on a huge selection of top quality tools on sale. A skill jigsaw is just $26.77. A Hitachi 12-volt cordless drill and flashlight kit, only $64.95. Choose from a ProTech 10-inch table saw or compound miter saw, just $79.99 each. Help Dad keep his car and deck clean with a Black Cat electric pressure washer. On sale now at Menards for just $68.88. A 6-gallon wet-dry shop vac is only $34.88. Or how about getting Dad a barbecue grill? A 35,000 BTU charbroil gas grill makes a great Father's Day gift, just $127. Or give Dad a Menard gift card. Available in stores and at Menards.com. Nothing says Happy Father's Day like a gift from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Quan Cosby with the leadoff triple, spearheading a Kernel first inning in which Brandon Wood brought him home from third with a one-out sac fly. Abel Marino on the hill, a right-hander, 20 years old, and he will face left-handed hitting Anthony Monaghan, 285 batter, no homers, 16 RBIs. Peoria's 19-13 here at O'Brien Field. The Kernels finished our first half in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium with a record of 21-13. Anthony Monaghan didn't play well. He did get one at bat against us back in early April in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium when the Kernels took 2 of 3 from the Chiefs. Monaghan, a left-handed hitter, batting .285. He takes high, ball 1 from Marino. Way in on the grass at third is Matt Brown, as Anthony has good speed, 10 steals and 15 tries. Ball 2 low and in. Anthony Monaghan from Kishwaukee College is from the Chicagoland area. Originally drafted by the White Sox. Was playing in Joliet in the Northern League a year ago. A changeup is a strike to Anthony, left-handed batter. In fact, the Cardinals purchased his contract from the Joliet Jackhammers this past November. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. It's 2-2 now. Anthony Monaghan, 10 steals and 15 tries. Peoria at home here at O'Brien Field. They're hitting .285 in this ballpark. .285. Strike 3 called on the outside corner at the knees. The left-handed batter, Anthony Monaghan, was ahead 2-0, but Abel Marino came back with 3 strikes in a row, and Monaghan is caught looking one away in the Chief first inning. For Brendan Ryan, Brendan has played in 40 games, and he's batting .358. A tall, strong, right-handed hitting shortstop. They list him at 6'2", 195. He's from Lewis and Clark State College. Justin Bachman's dad is likely listening in, and I understand from his explanation that's not the same college that Justin went to. A strike to Brendan Ryan, an extremely open stance. I mean, his belt buckle's almost facing second base. That's how far in the bucket his front foot is. A 7th-round pick by the Cardinals last year. And he smacks one to short, and a leaping stab by his counterpart, Brandon Wood. Brendan Ryan, with his .358 average, hit one right on the nose, and he lined out, causing Brandon Wood to leap up to stab his bullet, and there are 2 gone in the Peoria first inning. The batter is Daric Barton. He spells his first name in an unusual manner, D-A-R-I-C. Daric Barton, a stout, husky, 6 feet 205. Ball 1 up and away from Abel. Bases empty, 2 gone in the first for Peoria, and the Kernels lead the Chiefs 1-0. Barton, a first-round pick out of Huntington Beach, California. He's hitting .396, and a changeup is a strike called. Boy, this Chief ball club leads the league in hitting. Barton has played in 30 games and is hitting almost .400. Strike 2 called on the inside corner at the knees, and Abel Marino's ahead of Daric Barton. 1-2. 8 home runs already in just 30 games for this left-handed batter. He pops one high in the air to the left side. Brandon Wood is underneath it on the edge of the grass in left. Brandon takes it in safely for the final out of the first inning. Daric Barton pops to short, and down in order. Abel Marino sets the Chiefs in their half of the first inning. And after 1 at O'Brien Field in downtown Peoria, the Kernels up on Peoria 1-0. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Still of Mexico, her voice soars above a street, Spanish guitar, and her head like Dr. Pepper. Originality made her a star. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, the roots individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, and it's better, that's better. And then you find a stage, a child came of age with a song of passion from the heart, and everyone could tell Anna Gabrielle was an original from the start. The taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, the roots individuality, and gives life a personality. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, nothing better. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing better, nothing better.
Advanced Systems, the leader in office technology, is like a great baseball coach when it comes to office productivity. Advanced Systems makes the most of your team. They deal with the latest technology for office productivity from Canon. They're also like a great trainer. Advanced Systems Advanced Life Support makes sure your office equipment runs at peak levels and fixes it fast if things go wrong. Hit it over the fence with Canon technology from Advanced Systems. Call 832-8291.
This is for the 21st century with Advanced Systems.
Top of the second at O'Brien Field, and Blake Balcom will lead it off. 1-0 Kernels. Blake batting .277, 4 homers, 26 RBIs, and a Uncle Charlie dips just below the knees to Blake, ball 1. Balcom hit safely in all 4 Kernel games in Battle Creek. He had 5 hits in 16 at-bats. He bounces one foul into the, beyond the Colonel third base dugout. Lots of foul ball ground room here at O'Brien Field. They do have coaching boxes defined by white paint down each line. Bobby Magallanes standing in his coaching box at third, and likewise Justin Bachman at first base. The right-hander's next delivery is a curve, cut on and miss, strike two. We were talking about the second hitter in the Peoria lineup, Brendan Ryan. He's the shortstop. He's from Lewis and Clark State College in Idaho. Justin Bachman went to Lewis and Clark College in Oregon. And those are two vastly different schools. Strike three called. A beautiful yellow hammer on the outside corner at the knees, and Mark Ripperger calls out Blake Balcom. One gone here in the Colonel's second inning for Matt Brown. Matt, a Midwest League All-Star, hitting .250, and he smashed his 16th home run of the year in the ninth inning last night. They gave the Colonels a 7-3 lead. Also had a sacrifice fly in the Colonel two-run seventh inning on a foul pop. Brownie with 16 homers, third in the league, 51 RBIs, tied for second. The chief outfield plays Matt straight away. It's 400 feet to dead center, a green padded wall as a fastball is fired high and away, ball one, from the 24-year-old chief right-hander Cristobal Correa. He's pitched 27 innings as a chief, given up 24 hits in those 27 frames, fanned 15 in 27 innings, walked 6, an ERA of 2.67. Wears his socks up high and delivers just low, ball two. 400 feet to dead center, an 8-foot-high green padded wall, then above it, 4 feet of green brick, and then above that, a dark green hitter's net. A ground ball smacked to third. Mike McCoy's long throw in time to get Matt Brown. Brownie grounds out to his counterpart at third, Mike McCoy. 2 away in the Colonel second inning, 1-0 Colonels. Dugout interview time tomorrow here from O'Brien Field will be 6:10. And then we'll wrap the series up with a 2 o'clock start, 1:40 dugout interview Sunday afternoon. Peoria has Cody Harther in left, Anthony Monaghan in center, and Terry Evans in right. Mike McCoy playing well off the bag at third. Up the middle, Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, Calvin Hayes at second, and Big John Santor at first. Ripping one foul straight back into the screen is left-handed hitting first baseman Baltazar Lopez. Baltazar, 0 for 6 in his first 2 games as a Colonel. He walked last night to lead off the third inning in Battle Creek, but he was erased in a double play. Lopez is from Mexico, and he has his first Colonel hit, I think. He grounds it to deep short. The shortstop heaves it over the head of John Santor. He'll throw to second, and he threw it away into left field, and Lopez will try for third. Here's another throw, and he is safe at third. Baltazar Lopez. A base hit to the left side of the Chief infield, and then the Chiefs threw it all over the place. And Lopez winds up at third. He winds up at third, a base hit to short. Brendan Ryan should have never thrown to first. He heaved it over the head of John Santor. Santor and the Chiefs got a break. It hit a railing, a fence beyond the Chief first base dugout, protecting the photography well. And then Santor could have thrown Baltazar Lopez out at second base, but he threw over the second baseman Calvin Hayes' head into left, and Baltazar Lopez went to third. Now Tommy Duenas takes a strike called, an RBI chance for Duenas with 2 out. 2 errors on that play. One by the shortstop on the throw that allowed Lopez to go to second. The second error on the first baseman Santor that allowed the batter Lopez to go to third. Tommy Duenas, a late swing and a miss at a fastball, strike 2. Duenas is 15 for his last 40, but he's in the hole, 0-2. Tommy, the DH, batting 8th in the Allen Motor Company order. Hasn't played since Tuesday in Battle Creek. He went 1 for 4 in that game. 15 for his last 40 is Tommy Duenas. Right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. So the Colonels can't cash in on the shoddy fielding on the infield single by Baltazar Lopez. Tommy Duenas strikes out on 3 pitches. No runs in the Colonel's second. 1 hit and 2 Chief errors, 1 stranded by the Kernels. We go to the bottom of the second. Kernels 1, Chiefs nothing. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Are you cut out for adventure? The C.P. Hoyt Jewelers Zone ESPN Radio Couchette Diamond Treasure Hunt is on. Listen for clues to unlock the location of the key phrase hidden somewhere in Cedar Rapids. We'll even give out the GPS coordinates for all you geocachers out there. Find the phrase, write it down on your official entry form, and you could win the rock that will melt your lady's heart. A Couchette cut diamond, the new shape for romance. The Couchette diamond, valued at over $5,000, is on display at C.P. Hoyt Jewelers. This week's clue, the key phrase can be found where Dean of Iowa now holds court. Log on to the Zone1600.com for this week's GPS coordinates. Official rules and entry forms at C.P. Hoyt and online at the Zone1600.com. You must be 18 years or older to enter. Take a chance at some serious bling-bling. Find the Couchette Diamond key phrase, and you could win. Sponsored by C.P. Hoyt Jewelers and the Zone ESPN Radio 1600 AM.
There is a one-stop service center for your car or truck. Webb's Transmission in Cedar Rapids, where Mike, Tracy, and the gang will take care of your automotive needs. Using a combination of experience, common sense, and computer diagnostics, Webb's Transmission will service your engine, transmission, perform brake and coolant service, or just about any routine maintenance. And now, Webb's Transmission offers injector cleaning. Webb's Transmission at the corner of J Street and 36th Avenue Southwest in Cedar Rapids.
Abel Marino set the side down in order in the first inning. He'll face John Santor. John is playing his 3rd season in Peoria. He was a full-timer last year, hit .268 with 9 homers, 71 RBIs. He's a mammoth man, 6'2", 230, from Palmdale, California. And he's 22 years old. He's in his 5th year of pro ball. John Santor hitting .265. Wallops one foul, a grounder to his skipper, Joe Cunningham, coaching at 3rd. Santor with 13 homers, 4th highest in the league. 52 runs driven in, tied for 1st in the Midwest League. John Santor, S-A-N-T-O-R. Right-handed batter facing right-hander Abel Marino. Here in the bottom of the second, 1-0. Kernels. Santor now is hit in the head. He was struck in the blue batting helmet, and he will trot to first base. Abel Marino with his 5th hit batsman, and this is 13th start of the year. I believe that was a breaking pitch that had nothing on it, and John Santor ducked at the last moment, and it struck him in the blue batting helmet. John Urich of the Battle Creek Yankees was hit by a pitch by Michel Samar last night at C.O. Brown Stadium. He wound up scoring on an S.D. Harris triple, but then had to leave the game. A bouncer over the hill. Brandon Wood can't get it. It's into center field. John Santor stops at second. A tough in-between hop, and it ate up Brandon Wood. Went underneath his left arm, and Cody Harther, first pitch swinging, looked like he was going to wrap into a double play, but instead it's a single into center field. Brandon was rushing to his left and would have gloved that ball had he fielded it, stepped on second and thrown to first for a double play. But it kind of ate him up, and it went underneath his glove, and the Chiefs now have a great chance to tie it or take the lead here in the second inning with Calvin Hayes at the plate. Calvin will likely be bunting with Santor at second and Harther at first. He is bunting, and he takes a strike, a letter-high fastball from Abel Marino. The Chiefs have the top-ranked offense in the league. They're batting .275 as a team, and that is 9 points higher than the Kernels. The Kernels have the second highest batting average, .266. Here's a bunt. Marino's only play will be to first, and he throws to Baltazar Lopez, and now runners at second and third with only one out as Calvin Hayes is successful in his sacrifice. He bunted it in front of home plate, one hop high in the air, and then it trickled into the grass. Bobby Wilson correctly instructed Abel Marino to throw to first for the 1-3 out. Terry Evans now at the plate. With the Colonel infield back, they'll trade a run for an out here in the second inning, leading 1-0. Calvin Hayes, a .289 batter, a right-handed hitter credited with a sacrifice bunt. Terry Evans, 22 years old, a tall right-handed batter, 6'3", And a curve from Abel is upstairs, ball one. Evans batting .227. 10 homers, though, 42 RBIs. Out of Middle Georgia Junior College. 47th round pick of the Redbirds in 2001. Ball two is just low, a changeup. A hit batter and then a ball hit up the middle that could have been turned into a double play, but it was just too tough a hop for Brandon Wood to field. One of those in-between hops. Big Terry Evans swings at a changeup from Marino, strike one. Abel pulled the string on him. Terry steps all the way out of the dirt batting circle. First place Kane County, leading the Kernels by a game. Peoria by 2, playing at home tonight against the Burlington Bees. Infield back with one out and runners at second and third. A shot into center should put Peoria ahead. One run is in. Quan Cosby's throw home is good enough to hold the second man at third. Now a throw to second, and the batter out. The batter out trying to go to second. Brandon Wood took the throw from Bobby Wilson, and we're tied at 1. John Santor scored on the base hit into center. A hard single, a liner by Terry Evans. We're tied at 1. On to third went Cody Harther. Quan Cosby heaved it in toward the plate. It was cut off by Bobby Wilson on the RBI single, and then Terry Evans was retired going from first to second. That play went 8, Cosby, to Wilson 2, to Brandon Wood 6. Now a strike on a slider to Mike McCoy. Mike is batting with a runner at third and 2 out. McCoy is one of the smallest players in the league, 5'9", 175, out of the University of San Diego. He's a right-handed hitter with a chance to give the Chiefs the lead with 2 out. He nubs one in front of the plate, foul. I guess it hit his foot. It wound up 10 feet in front of home plate, but foul, strike 2. So a hit batsman cost the Kernels a run here in the second inning. We're tied 1-1. Mike McCoy has 2 homers, 17 RBIs. He was a regular with Peoria last year, batted .252, 5 homers, 46 runs driven in, a third-year pro, 23 years old, Mike McCoy. Cody Harther at third with 2 out as the go-ahead run. It's a cool evening, 71 degrees here at O'Brien Field. A fastball looked good from here. Bobby Wilson framed it for the plate umpire, Mark Ripperger, but he ruled it ball 1. Abel is set at the belt. And a changeup is high, ball 2. The crowd continues to file in here. No bleachers at all at O'Brien Field. Green seats with armrests and cup holders, just like we have in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. Green is the theme of this ballpark. Strike 3 called, a slider on the outside edge to Mike McCoy. And the Chiefs tie it with 1 run on 1 hit. Check that, 1 run on 2 hits. No Kernel errors, a hit batter. Peoria leaves a runner stranded at third, just like the Kernels did to end our second inning. We go to the third, and it's now a tie game. The Kernels won, the Chiefs won. This is Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
It's one of those rituals of summer, mowing the yard. And when you're done, what do you do with the clippings? Well, your friends at Cedar Rapids Solid Waste and Recycling encourage you to leave those clippings on your lawn. This practice is called grass cycling, and it reduces your lawn's fertilizer needs because those clippings contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Grass cycling also helps crowd out weeds and build a healthier lawn. When you leave those clippings on your lawn, you reduce waste and save landfill space.
Coffee works when it's important to you. Coffee works. Let your work shine through.
When you think of copies, think of CopyWorks. High-speed copying, color copies, oversized copies, manuals, booklets, graphic design, posters, banners, and presentations. CopyWorks does it better. When it's important to you, CopyWorks lets your work shine through. When you think of copies, think of CopyWorks.
People say that I can't decide things. They are so wrong, but I could be wrong about that.
A U.S. Bank check card with checking that pays gives you a choice of rewards, like cash, points for merchandise and gift certificates, World Perks miles, or even sweepstakes entries.
Easy decision. I'll take the cash. No, the sweep.
Sign up at your local U.S. Bank or call 1-800-720-BANK.
I've made up my mind to put off my decision. That is final.
U.S. Bank.
No, wait.
See banker for complete details. Member FDIC.
It's just past 7 o'clock here in the Midwest. We want to thank you for being with us on this Friday evening. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone, ESPN Radio 1600, KCRG, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The score tied 1-1. Sean Rodriguez will lead it off for the Kernels. He broke out of an 0-for-12 skid last night in the ninth inning in Battle Creek with an RBI triple, and he scored in the Kernel 4-run ninth. Ball one low and away from Cristobal Correa. The Kernels are second in the league in home runs with 69, second in the league to these Chiefs in batting average, 266. We're fifth in the league in stolen bases, 68 steals in 66 games. Here's the rocket driven into center, and it's going to be caught by Anthony Monaghan. Sean Rodriguez hit it pretty well, but lost it into center for the first out of the Kernel third inning. One away, Quan Cosby tripled and scored to give the Kernels the lead in the first inning. We told you at the outset of this game that we start the second half on Thursday the 24th against the Swing of the Quad City. We want to remind you that the Freedom Festival will be on hand to start the second half with a bang. Fireworks, the magic and fun of fireworks after the game on Thursday the 27th. Quan pops a bunt foul toward the on-deck hitter, Matt Pagnozzi, strike one. Not only do we have fireworks for you on Thursday the 24th, but the famous San Diego Chicken will be performing during the game. Plus, the first 1,000 of you Kernel fans wearing a Freedom Festival button will receive a free soft toss baseball from the Freedom Festival. It's also Marengo night at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. Ball one inside to Quan. Cosby's seventh triple of the season, giving him the league lead. Keyed a Kernel. One-run first inning. We're tied at one in the top of the third here at O'Brien Field. Cosby's 2 for 2 as he smashes one into center. One hop to Anthony Monaghan. Quan Cosby's 2 for 2, and he may be running with 10 steals and 13 tries. The Kernel win last night in Battle Creek upped our road record to 18-14. Quan Cosby with a solid single into center. And that brings up Matt Pagnozzi, who struck out on three pitches in the first inning with Quan at third and nobody out. Quan's at first with one away, being held by Big John Santor. A double play ball to short. The shortstop feeds Hayes. Hayes to first, double play. Matt Pagnozzi ends the Kernel third inning by hitting it off the end of the bat. A tailor-made 4-3 twin killing. And the Kernels no runs in the third inning. One hit, Quan's second of the game, our third. No chief errors. A double play ends the inning, and the Kernels leave the bases empty. We go to the bottom of the third, fast-moving game in downtown Peoria. Kernels won, Chiefs won. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
When we met, it's forget we would never forget the Ojanos. Now it's for mi amore and I dine in. We carry out the lunch, the dinner, all the time for lasagna, ravioli, mandacati, cannelloni, tortellini, or try their delicious salads and soba sandwiches too. The Ojanos is the hometown taste of Italy. For your next meal with friends and a family, remember the Ojanos with 5 convenient locations for the pasta that makes you sing.
What's wrong with you, Bugsy? You look like you lost the roof over your head.
That's exactly what happened, Dollface. You see, we got another family trying to move into our territory. The termite family. They already ate my weekend hideaway, and they gotta be stopped before they take over the whole town.
Oh, Bugsy, they're so tough and mean. Don't go getting yourself hurt or nothing.
Don't you worry your pretty little head, Toots. I'll get someone else to do my dirty work. Someone I can trust to put the termite family out of business. Certified Pest and Termite Control. With Certified Pest and Termite Control, I know the termite family will be wearing cement shoes and sleeping with the fishes.
You can trust the experienced, fully licensed staff at Certified Pest and Termite Control. Certified offers guaranteed inspections and a 10% discount for seniors. For pest control service and supplies, look for the Giant Ant at 1141 16th Avenue Southwest in Cedar Rapids.
The number 9 hitter first up for the Chiefs to start their third, 1-1 our score, Matt Pagnozzi. 203 hitter, no homers, 8 RBIs. Matt from Central Arizona Junior College. Cardinal 8th round pick last year. Matt Pagnozzi was 3 for 12 against us back in early April in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. A wiry right-handed batter who holds it right on the end. Ball one low and away from Abel Marino. We have a winner to congratulate from our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question last evening. The 1-0 to Pagnozzi is a strike at the knees. We ask you, what National Leaguer led the National League in home runs from 1947 through 1952? Here's a pitch wrapped to the left side, and shuffling to his left is Matt Brown, and he throws in time. Matt Pagnozzi was jammed, and he rolled to the left side weakly, and Matt Brown had to cut across in front of Brandon Wood to make the play. He did, 1 out. We ask you, who led the National League in home runs 7 straight years, 1947 through 1952? The answer was Ralph Kiner, and it was, well, let me find my card here with the name of the winner. We did have a winner last night. Anthony Monaghan shoots one in the air to left. Matt Pauley has it measured a few steps to his left, or to his right rather, and Anthony Monaghan, who struck out in the first inning, is flown out to left, and there are 2 gone in the Chief third inning. We're tied 1-1. We continue to look for the name of our winner of the Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question last night in Battle Creek. The answer to the question, Ralph Kiner was the man who led the National League in home runs for 7 straight seasons as a Pirate, 47 through 52. Sasha Boyd of Marion. Congratulations, Sasha. You've won a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop. 2 gone for Brendan Ryan. Brendan lined out to shortstop Brandon Wood in the first inning. He bounces one past first, knocked down by Lopez, and no play. Well, he underhanded it to Marino late, and it's an infield single for Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan, 9 steals and 11 tries, might be running now with 2 out in the third inning. He chopped one back of first. Baltazar Lopez had to knock it down with his glove. Then he underhanded to Abel Marino, who was late getting over, and it's an infield single for Brendan Ryan. I believe. I don't think they'll charge Lopez with an error. Uh-oh, they did. They charged Baltazar Lopez with an error. And that's his first error as a Colonel. Swinging and fouling one straight back is the Husky round Daric Barton. An error on Baltazar Lopez. Tough call because he had to go diving to his left. The ball was chopped behind first base by the right-handed batter, Brendan Ryan. He has a good-sized lead at first, being held by Baltazar Lopez. Strike 2 called as Abel Marino pulled the string on Daric Barton. Left-handed batter, .396 average, 8 home runs in 30 games, 28 driven in, an extremely open stance for this left-handed batter who has very thick legs, and he's strong as an ox. Abel worked in on him, and he fists one foul to the base of the backstop. We're going to ask you, Colonel fans, to help us by pitching in our second annual Freedom from Hunger Community Challenge food drive. Imagine in Iowa where everyone has a place at the table, the runner not going, and a let-up is outside to the left-handed batter. With your help, we can create a hunger-free community. Please join the Kernels in supporting the second annual Freedom from Hunger drive by bringing your donations of non-perishable food items to the new Veterans Memorial Stadium between June 24th and July 9th. Abel still ahead, and a swing and a miss. Daric Barton fans on a pitch down and in for the final out of the Chief third inning. Abel pitches around. The 2-out error committed at first by Baltazar Lopez. No runs for the Chiefs in the third. No hits, 1 error. And the Peoria club leaves a runner, their second stranded of this young evening. You can deposit your non-perishable food items in the specially marked containers at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium from June 24th through July 9th to help us fill those empty plates so that our community can enjoy freedom from hunger. We thank you in advance for planning to contribute. We head to the top of the fourth at O'Brien Field. The Kernels and Chiefs are tied at 1, and this is Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, injuries can take you out of your game. Smart athletes know that Physiotherapy Associates in Cedar Rapids are the experts in the treatment and prevention of sport-related injuries. Our expert staff serves the metro and surrounding area high school athletes. Physiotherapy Associates of Cedar Rapids, the smart choice in sports medicine. Call us at 398-1569. That's 398-1569. We'll get you back in your game today.
The Duke, Greyhounds Park and Casino. Come on and play.
Thrills are big. The food is great, and the excitement is building. We're expanding our casino to give you more great entertainment. Come watch our progress and make this a play day. Now at Dubuque Greyhound Park and Casino, play Summer Sizzle. Winners are drawn 5 times a day. Each winner receives a new set of lawn chairs. Be present if your name is drawn, and you could win a new gas grill, picnic table, canopy, or thick, juicy steaks. There'll be 140 winners in all, and up to $27,000 in total prizes. Make this a play day at Dubuque Greyhound Park and Casino. Play Summer Sizzles now through July 11th.
Dubuque Greyhound Park and Casino. Dubuque Greyhound Park and Casino. Come on and play.
Brandon Wood steps into the second pitch of the fourth inning and hammers it on the ground to the left of the third baseman, Mike McCoy. Brandon has driven in the only Kernel run in this 1-1 game, and he's the go-ahead run at first with nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning for Bobby Wilson. Bobby, first pitch swinging, slide out to center to end the Kernel first inning. 1-1 our score here in Peoria. The famous San Diego Chicken and Freedom Festival fireworks to start the second half of the season. This coming Thursday, the runner goes and a tap to short. Brandon Woods at second as Bobby Wilson is thrown out by Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan, with Brandon Wood running, had to charge that bouncer to the shallow short, and on to first it went. Bobby Wilson on a hit and run was able to put the ball in play, and that's as good as a bunt. He's thrown out 6-3, but Brandon Woods in scoring position for Blake Balcom. This Thursday, the 24th, Freedom Festival fireworks to follow the game. The one and only famous San Diego Chicken to entertain during the game on Thursday the 24th. The sun is now shining brightly for the first time this afternoon. Bouncer to short. Brendan Ryan looks Wood back to second and throws out Blake Balcom. Blake Balcom, first pitch swinging, wraps out to short, and it'll take a 2-out hit from Matt Brown if the Kernels are going to take the lead here in the fourth inning. Boy, the Kernels still eager at the plate, swinging early in counts. Matt Brown rolled out to third his first time up. This game is going quickly. The flags here at O'Brien Field are still at half-mast to honor the passing of former President Reagan. They're in left center field, just to the left of the gigantic dark green net that serves as the hitter's eye. A curveball is taken low and away by Matt Brown. Kernels trying to take the lead here in the fourth inning. We scored in the first, a leadoff triple by Cosby, a one-out sacrifice fly by Brandon Wood. He's at second with 2 out here in the fourth. The Chiefs tied it on a 2-out single by, or a 1-out single by Terry Evans in the second inning, chasing home John Santor, who had been hit in the batting helmet with an Abel Marino pitch. The next one is a curve to Brown, low and outside. Matt steps out. Oh, that sun looks great. It's been overcast all day here in Peoria. we arrived here this morning from Battle Creek, Michigan at 5:15. The Chiefs got in around 4 a.m. from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Matt Brown tried to check his swing. He did not, according to Clint Mahon. Clint is the base umpire. He's between the mound and shortstop on the grass, and he ruled that Matt Brown took a half swing at that 2-0 pitch, so it's 2-1 on the Colonel leading home run hitter and RBI man, all-star Matt Brown. Correa, the right-hander, checks Brandon Wood, and a breaking pitch is lofted foul. There should be a play for John Santor, and there is not a play. It lands on top of the Chiefs' first base dugout, just beyond the reach of John Santor. There are no railings in front of the dugouts here at O'Brien Field. There is no advertising on top of the dugouts. They're green. I'd already told you that the seats here are green. They are all seats with armrests and cup holders. There are no bleachers here. And to my left and right are 16 suites, luxury suites. You can see a bridge that connects Peoria to East Peoria over the Illinois River, and the skyline of Peoria way beyond the 400-foot mark in center. 5 or 6 tall buildings. Brandon Wood leads at second with 2 away in this 1-1 game. Top of the 4th inning. Cristobal Correa checks Wood, and now the 2-2 to Brownie. It's grounded foul past third into the Colonel left field bullpen. Colonels about hit Peoria 4-2. Another distinctive characteristic of O'Brien Field, above the grass slope seating berm in left field are 8 palm trees. And you don't see palm trees often in the Midwest. Certainly you do in California and Florida, but not Peoria, Illinois. They're here. Matt Brown jackknifes out of the way of a pitch inside. He looks back at the plate umpire, Mark Ripperger, to see if that one nipped him, or to see if Ripperger would say it nipped him. A full count now. Brandon Wood will be off on this 3-2 pitch to Matt Brown. On deck is Baltazar Lopez. So Brownie does not have to swing at this one if it's not close. There's a base open, and the Chiefs can afford to pitch to Brownie carefully, even though there's a left-handed batter on deck. Strike 3 call, the curveball. Matt Brown discarded his bat, was on his way to first base, but he's rung up by the plate umpire. A 3-2 curveball, and Matt Brown called out on strikes. The 4th strikeout for Cristobal Correa. No runs for the Colonels in the 4th inning. 1 hit, a leadoff single. There were no Chief errors. The Colonels leave a runner, our second stranded this evening. After 3.5, the Colonels won, Peoria won, and you're listening to Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
The Zone salutes the women of Cedar Rapids with the Zone Babes. They're Babelicious, baby. And you know, sports isn't all there is to life. The Zone Babes. This parade of pulchritude is as close as your computer. Check out this week's Zone Babe at thezone1600.com, your online home of local sports and other stuff. This stunning photo gallery of local lovelies is beautifully photographed by Clicks Photography Company. The Zone Babes, only at thezone1600.com. The Zone.
The Freedom Festival presents Concert Weekend at Kirkwood. Nothing but fun, food, fireworks, and of course, great music. Here's Starship with Dickie Thomas and PTO, Friday, June 25th at Wells Park Concert Night. Saturday, June 26th is Cedar Rapids Symphony Night with Christian T. Meyer. Special guest, the U.S. Marine Band. Admission is only $6 each night with a Freedom Festival button. Kids under 6 free. Visit freedomfestival.com for details.
The way to pocket important savings is to take advantage of Chevron motor oils and lubricants from the Otson Oil Company, your local Chevron oil distributor. Chevron lubricants are made from higher quality base oils for better performance, and that means longer life for your engine. Contact the Otson Oil Company in Cedar Rapids for details on how you can save time and money with Chevron lubricants. The Otson Oil Company, serving Iowa with quality lubricants since 1933. Visit Otson Oil Company at www.otson.com.
This game is moving quickly. the fourth meeting between the Kernels and St. Louis Cardinal minor leaguers, the Peoria Chiefs. The Kernels took 2 out of 3 from Peoria way back in early April in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. The Kernels lead Peoria by a game, and the Kernels are a game back of King County with 3 remaining, counting tonight in the season's first half. John Santor was hit by a pitch and scored to tie the game in the second. A slider low and outside to the big right-handed batter who steps out. We'd like to see you at the All-Star Luncheon this Tuesday the 22nd at the Crown Plaza 5 Seasons. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch, 1-1 to Santor. Rob Dibble will be our featured guest speaker, and all the Midwest League All-Stars will be on hand Tuesday from noon to 2 at the Crown Plaza 5 Seasons Hotel in downtown Cedar Rapids. If you'd like to sign up, it's open to the public. Give us a call. A high pop foul beyond the reach of Baltazar Lopez into the green seats above the Chief first base dugout. John Santor in the hole. 1-2. Give us a call at 363-3887, 363-3887, or 1-800-860-3609, 1-800-860-3609. And join us for the Midwest League All-Star Luncheon this Tuesday, the 22nd, at the Crown Plaza 5 Seasons. Ball 2 just inside, below the knees to Santor. John, a right-handed hitter with power, 13 homers, 52 runs driven in. The Colonel outfield plays him straight away. Pauly in left, Cosby in center, Balcom in right. A curve is hit into deep left. Matt Pauly drifting back, so is Quan Cosby. And it's Quan Cosby well in front of the track who makes the one-handed catch. John Santor skies to center for the first out of the Chief fourth inning. 1-1 our score. Remember, the All-Star game itself, the gates will open at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, a home run hitting contest. Reggie will be there to entertain, an animated, funny mascot. And then we'll have fireworks following the game on Tuesday, the All-Star game. Reich 1 at the knees, a fastball to Cody Harther. Harther first pitch swinging, bounced a single underneath the glove of shortstop Brandon Wood. And now he lines a single into right field. Cody Harther adds to his .322 average. He's 2 for 2. Cody, the go-ahead run at first with 1 away here in the Chief fourth inning. Cody Harther with the third Chief hit of this game. A line single between Sean Rodriguez at second and Baltazar Lopez at first. Calvin Hayes, a sacrifice bunt his first time up. 289 batter, a homer, 5 RBIs, ball 1 inside. Calvin, a right-handed hitter. Hayes has played in 12 games with Peoria. They have changed vastly since we last saw them more than 2 months ago in our home ballpark. A throw to first, and Cody Harther is back safely. Cody has 5 steals. He's been caught once. Calvin Hayes, batting 6th in Joe Cunningham's order, with a runner at first. He dribbles one foul toward the Colonel third base dugout. Hayes is from North Carolina. He's 20 years old, a third-round pick of the Cardinals in 2002. Cal hit .304 in 35 games last year with Johnson City. 2 homers, 11 RBI. A right-handed hitter with a slightly closed stance, meaning his front foot is out ahead of his back foot. Another toss to first, and Harther back standing up. There will be fireworks following the All-Star game the 22nd. There will be fireworks after the home opener of the second half, Thursday night. The Freedom Festival putting on fireworks this Thursday the 24th with the famous San Diego Chicken performing. One of the most sought-after entertainment acts in minor league baseball. He'll be at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. A drive into the left field corner for extra bases. Let's see if Cody Harther can score. Matt Pauly will get it into the cutoff man, Brandon Wood, holding Cody Harther at third. A double by Cal Hayes. Calvin Hayes is 1 for 1 after his sacrifice bunt, and he's given the Chiefs a golden chance now to take the lead here in this bottom of the 4th inning. He cranked a double into the left field corner, his first double of the year in 13 games, and Abel Marino will have to pitch to Terry Evans. Evans lined an RBI single into center in the 2nd inning to tie this game at 1. The Chiefs with runners at 2nd and 3rd, and only 1 out in the 4th inning, trying to take the lead. Swing and a miss on a good changeup by the Kernel 20-year-old right-hander. Abel Marino, 5-4 on the year, a 9-4 loser Sunday at home against Beloit, has given up 67 hits in 67 and a third innings, fanned 62 in 67 and a third, walked only 15 men. That's some kind of control. Swing and a miss on a slider below the knees, and boy, could Abel use his 4th strikeout of this game. 2nd and 3rd for the Chiefs, 1 away. Bottom of the 4th inning, we're tied 1-1. The infield is back for the Kernels. They'll trade a run for an out at this point. Swing and a miss, a huge strikeout on 3 pitches of Terry Evans, a right-handed hitter, by Abel Marino, his 4th strikeout of the game. 2nd and 3rd, 2 gone for Mike McCoy. He struck out looking with a runner at 3rd and 2 out in the 2nd inning. We'll have a chance for you to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop in the top of the 5th inning. That's coming right up. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Mike McCoy loops one into right. Sean Rodriguez on the run makes the catch. Mike McCoy looping one into right off the end of the bat. Had a bid for a 2-run Texas League single taken away on a fine running catch, angling out towards the right field line by Sean Rodriguez, the second baseman. Sean got a terrific jump on that ball, and the Kernel dugout high-fiving Sean Rodriguez for his good play at second base to rob Peoria of 2 runs. Mike McCoy pops to second in shallow right, a terrific running catch by Sean Rodriguez. No runs for the Chiefs in the 4th. Despite 2 hits, there were no Kernel errors. Peoria leaves a pair. They've stranded 4. They had runners at 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out, did not score. The Kernels have the momentum now in this game. Your chance to earn a prize from the Bim Ritter Diamond Shop comes next, our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. After 4, Kernels 1, Peoria 1. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Step up to the plate this summer and nominate your favorite Cedar Rapids Kernel for the Rockwell Collins Fans Choice Award. Every time you catch a Kernels game, fill out a Fans Choice ballot to recognize the efforts of your favorite ball player. Then drop the ballot in the designated box at the souvenir stand. During the season's final homestand, Rockwell Collins will present the Fans Choice Trophy to the player with the most votes and make a donation to that player's favorite charity. Rockwell Collins and the Cedar Rapids Kernels, partners on and off the field.
Termites, feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, carpet makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers walk into Yellow Book, not the other book.
When it comes to making their buying decisions, people today let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with money-saving coupons, restaurant menus, and vital community info. And with more ads than ever before, it has everything you need right at your fingertips. It's easy to spot. Just reach for the yellow directory with the map on the cover and join the smart shoppers who choose Yellow Book. Not the other book. Put your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
Let your fingers walk into Yellow Book, not the other book.
Airport National 27-hole Public Golf Course invites you to join our golf family all year with these great specials. 2-for-1 green fees with cart, 2-for-1 range ball, 2-for-1 mini golf. Listen to this unbelievable new special. Only $25 per person for unlimited golf with cart all day long on weekdays, and only $27 per person for unlimited golf, including cart on weekends. Play unlimited twilight golf till dark with free riding cart for only $16 per person. Enjoy fast, friendly, and fun family golf at Cedar Rapids Airport National.
Baltazar Lopez, leading off the Colonel fifth, breaks his bat, but loops one just past the outstretched arms of shortstop Brendan Ryan into center. The business end of Lopez's bat winds up between the plate and the mound, and it's a leadoff single for Lopez. He's 2 for 2. That's the fifth Colonel hit. A ball just outside Tommy Duenas. Now a curve, a strike. Tommy struck out with Lopez at third to end the Colonel's second inning. We're tied at 1. Duenas hitting .233, has popped 6 homers, driven in 18 runs. He has 11 doubles. Lopez with a modest lead at first, being held by John Santor. I hope we send him right now. He's running, and the deep drive to left by Tommy Duenas at the wall. It's his 7th home run of the year. No, it's a leaping catch by the left fielder and a double play. A double play. It was over the fence, and Cody Harther brought it down for a double play. It was a home run, but Cody Harther, for the second time on this road trip, the left fielder, robs the Colonel of a home run. Cody Harther leaping over the 375 mark, caught it, and then a double play with Baltazar Lopez running. Wow, Tommy Duenas hurling one into deep left field, out of the park, but caught over the wall by Cody Harther, who turned it into a spectacular double play. Oh, the Chiefs get a big break as Tommy Duenas drilled one over the wall, but it was caught and then sent in for a double play. 2 gone for Sean Rodriguez, ball 1 in the dirt. Tommy Duenas flies out over the wall and left. It was caught, and then the double play went 7-6-3. Harther to Ryan to Santor. Nothing Baltazar Lopez could do. He was running on the play. He tried to get back, but he couldn't. Now ball 2 to Rodriguez. Oh, Cody Harther following the lead of S.C. Harris, taking one that was over the wall and leaping at the 8-foot-high wall, bringing it back down to start a double play. And I feel bad about calling it a home run, but when you see a ball over the wall, you generally think it's a home run until the left fielder jumps up and robs the hitter of a 2-run homer. Now Sean Rodriguez bounces one foul into the Colonel third base dugout. Time for you to log on to our website, www.kernels, Kernels, and hit the special link on the right side of the homepage to answer our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. Rodriguez takes ball 3 inside. We need you to email us your name, address, and phone number. Name, address, and phone number, and this evening's date, June 18th. And then answer our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Sean pounds one to deep short, backhanded by Brendan Ryan. The long throw in time. Brendan Ryan threw Sean Rodriguez out from shallow left field, and the Peoria defense stymies the Colonels. Great Chief defense in this inning prevents the Colonels from taking the lead. No runs for the Colonels, yet another hit. We have 5 hits in 5 innings, yet only 1 run. There were no Chief errors, a double play, and the Colonels leave nobody on. What a play in left by Cody Harther to rob Tommy Duenas of a 2-run homer. What a play deep in the short, deep in the hole by Brendan Ryan to take a 2-out hit away from Sean Rodriguez. We'll have our Colonel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question for you in the bottom of the 5th inning. As we head there, it's the Colonels 1, Peoria 1. You're listening to Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
Kernels fans, your Cedar Rapids Taco Bell restaurants have something new for you to cheer about this season. A Taco Bell 10 spot. When the Colonels score 10 or more runs in any game this season, you'll score beef tacos for just 39 cents the very next day at any Cedar Rapids Taco Bell. That's a savings of 50 cents per taco. Limit 10 per customer. Remember, when the Colonels put up a Taco Bell 10 spot by plating 10 or more runs in any game, you get up to 10 39-cent beef tacos the very next day at any Cedar Rapids Taco Bell.
Benjamin Franklin once said,
"Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked, but never well mended. At Benjamin Franklin, the Punctual Plumber, we believe you deserve respect for favoring us with your business. We'll never forget that. That's why we do our best to give you service so special you'll want to tell your friends about it. We believe that honesty is the best policy. Benjamin Franklin said so.
You know it.
Our plumber will arrive at your house fully uniformed. You never have to wonder or fear who's at your door, because only the few, the best, and the talented can wear the Benjamin Franklin uniform. Our simple pricing system takes the panic out of calling a plumber. We give you the options first, and you grant approval before we do the work. There are never any surprises.
Splendid.
When we say we'll be there, or we'll give you a Benjamin Franklin, a $100 bill.
Benjamin Franklin, the Punctual Plumber.
Just as we expected, a real dogfight here in Peoria. Matt Pagnozzi bunts up the third base side. It's fielded in foul ground by Abel Marino. It would have been an infield single, a bunt single, but Abel waited till it spun foul about a third of the way up the third baseline. Strike one on Matt Pagnozzi, who grounded to third to open up the third inning. Peoria had runners at second and third. One out in the bottom of the fourth, and Abel Marino prevented them from tying it or taking the lead. Abel prevented Peoria from taking the lead. Cody Harther with a leaping catch on a ball over the wall and left off the bat of Tommy Duenas robbed the Kernels and Tommy of a two-run homer in the top of this fifth inning. A changeup in the dirt, ball one to Matt Pagnozzi. 203 hitter, no homers, 8 RBIs. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question has you logging on to www.kernels.com. Going to the link on the right side of the home page, clicking that link to email us your name, address, phone number, and the date, June 18th. A curve is a strike to Pagnozzi. Matt, a right-handed hitter. Swings and misses, strike three on a changeup. 5 strikeouts for Abel Marino. Our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Despite tossing a league-high 10 shutouts, winning 20 of his final 21 decisions, and posting a 1.93 ERA, this Cardinal lefty finished second to the Mets' Dwight Gooden in the Cy Young Award vote in 1985. Who is he, or who was he? Who was that Cardinal lefty that finished second to Dwight Gooden in the 1985 Cy Young Award balloting, despite tossing a league-high 10 shutouts, winning 20 of his final 21 starts, and posting a 1.93 ERA. A strike in to Anthony Monaghan, now a pitch low to the left-handed hitting leadoff batter. The Kernels have hits in each of the first 5 innings. We're tied 1-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth here in downtown Peoria. Monaghan looks at a strike at the knees, another good changeup from Abel Marino. You have our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge. Please email us with your answer, your name, your address, your phone number, June 18th, and your answer. Swing and a miss by Anthony Monaghan. That is 6 strikeouts for Abel Marino. He really has the Chiefs off stride with that terrific changeup. And there are 2 away with nobody on in the bottom of the fifth inning. Again, you log on to Kernels.com, Kernels. You hit the link on the right side of the home page, and you email us your name, address, phone number, and date, June 18th. And then in your email, give us the answer to our Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge question. Who finished second to Dwight Gooden in the 1985 Cy Young Award? A St. Louis Cardinal lefty who led the league, a grounder back to the mound, knocked down by Abel, and he wings it to first to get Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan hit it sharply back to the hill, and a 1-2-3 inning for Abel Marino. He is pitching a wonderful game just like Michel Samar did in our victory in Battle Creek last night. In 1985, this Cardinal lefty won 20 of his final 21 decisions, posted a 1.93 ERA, recorded a league-high 10 shutouts, yet finished second to Dwight Gooden in the Cy Young Award vote in 1985. Who was he? Give us your answer to the Kernel Roadshow Trivia Challenge by logging on to our website and clicking on to the special link. We go to the top of the 6th inning, fast-moving game. Kernels and Chiefs knotted at 1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
It's one of those rituals of summer, mowing the yard. And when you're done, what do you do with the clippings? Well, your friends at Cedar Rapids Solid Waste and Recycling encourage you to leave those clippings on your lawn. This practice is called grass cycling, and it reduces your lawn's fertilizer needs because those clippings contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Grass cycling also helps crowd out weeds and build a healthier lawn. When you leave those clippings on your lawn, you reduce waste and save landfill space.
I cannot face anyone but me. Baby, can't you see I know what's right for me? Don't tell me wrong from right. I know just what I like. Yeah, call me crazy, I don't care. Come feel the joy all around. Each generation is how they got their own understand. I'm the shout it out. Yes, that's
Traveling today can be somewhat hectic, even downright confusing at times. Why not let Tri-State Travel take all that frustration out of your travel plans? Whether you want to experience a cruise, enjoy a weekend getaway in Las Vegas, or just need to make airline, rental car, or hotel reservations, Tri-State Travel's Westdale Mall office can help. Our experienced staff can lower your travel stress level so you can get more enjoyment out of your journey. Stop by Tri-State Travel's Westdale Mall office today and get ready to travel worry-free.
Quan Cosby has scored the only Kernel run of this night after tripling in the first inning. We're tied at 1, and Quan singled to lead, or with one out in the third, but was erased in a double play. He's 2 for 2, and a change-up from the right-hander Correa low. Quan rattles one to second, and Cal Hayes throws him out. Quan Cosby retired for the first time tonight, grounding out to second to open up the Kernel's sixth inning in a 1-1 game. Matt Pagnozzi, 0 for 2 after his 3 hits last night in Battle Creek. Friday, we'll be playing the Swing of the Quad Cities a week from tonight, June 25th, and we'll have a Ferris wheel set up on the main concourse. Rides for just $2 for the entire homestand, including the All-Star game. Hey, the Ferris wheel will be at the All-Star game, as well as Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and Sunday afternoon. That Ferris wheel is a lot of fun, and for $2, you can't beat getting on that for a spin. A pitch low, and now a swing and a miss as Cristobal Correa is 1-1 on left-handed hitting Matt Pagnozzi. We're tied at 1 in the top of the 6th here at O'Brien Field. Matt Pagnozzi with 3 hits, including his 6th home run of the year last night in Battle Creek. Ball 2 is downstairs to Matt. The center fielder, Anthony Monaghan, is shifted into left center. A huge gap in right center for the Kernel first baseman, the all-star Matt Pagnozzi, playing left field tonight. Ball 3 is outside. A leadoff single by Baltazar Lopez opened up the Kernel fifth. He was running when Tommy Duenas bashed a drive that was above the 375 mark, and a leaping catch by Cody Harther. He turned it into a double play. Swing and a miss by Pagnozzi, a changeup that tailed low and away. That was some catch by Cody Harther to keep this a tie game in the 5th inning. On a hit and run, deep drive to left by Tommy Duenas. The payoff pitch to Pagnozzi. Outside. Uh-oh, they called Matt out on a check swing. Oh, my goodness. How can the umpire call that from 30 feet behind first base? But Matt tried to check his swing. I thought he did, and he's down swinging on a half swing. The pitch was a good 1.5 feet outside. Matt tried to hold up and take it for ball 4, but apparently, well, according to the only man whose opinion counts, Clint Mahoney went around. Ooh, he did not go around, but the base umpire said he did for strike 3. 2 away for Brandon Wood. A curve, a strike. Cristobal Correa trying to retire the side in order for the first time this evening. The Kernels have had 1 hit in every inning so far in a 1-1 contest. A high fly ball into shallow center. Coming on is Anthony Monaghan. And Anthony Monaghan has it 30 feet in back of second base. A towering fly ball off the bat of Brandon Wood. The Kernels, top 3 in the order, go down in order. And for the first time this evening, the Kernels go 1, 2, 3, nothing across. After 5.5 innings, the Kernels are running the first inning. The Chiefs are running the second inning. We're tied at 1. and you're listening to Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
Can you believe those gas prices? As your inner voice, let me just say that this is going to put a crimp in the vacation plans.
You know, I've been thinking.
Uh-oh, she's thinking.
Collins Plaza has this Sleepless in Cedar Rapids thing where you get overnight stay in a deluxe room or suite with a bottle of chilled bubbly. Plus, there's that yummy Collins Plaza champagne brunch on Sunday. A little weekend getaway for less than $150. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Wait a minute. Is it possible she's speaking little grains of truth here? A weekend at the Collins Plaza would be kind of a vacation. Some quiet time, a break in the routine. I'm sure they've got ESPN on the tube.
Just the two of us, alone, in a hotel room, sleepless in Cedar Rapids. What do you think of that idea, big boy?
Collins Plaza, sleepless in Cedar Rapids. A vacation on less than a tank of gas. Oh, the answer here would be, yes. Now nod and smile.
Maybe I'll even let you watch a little ESPN.
Jones Golf Course has all 18 holes open, and the new Jones Clubhouse lets you feel like a club member without the high prices. A huge grand opening is coming soon, but the party's already started. For a limited time, you can play 18 for the price of 9 holes. That's just $11.95 on a great Cedar Rapids golf course that's perfect for all ages and ability. Make your reservation by calling 286-5585. That's 286-5585. Cedar Rapids Golf, serving your needs to a T.
The middle of the chief order to face Abel Marino. Abel has been magnificent tonight, surrendering 1 run through 5 innings on just 4 hits. Each club, or the Chiefs, have made 2 errors. They did not cost them a run. The Kernels have made 1 error. It did not cost us a run. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, not only do we have fireworks after the All-Star game Tuesday night, and following our first game of the second half on Thursday night, we have fireworks. We also have fireworks on Saturday, a week from this Saturday. Ball 1 inside. Or check that, strike on the inside corner to Daric Barton. He's popped to short and struck out. Husky, left-handed batter who pounds 1 on 2 hops to first. Baltazar Lopez waves off the pitcher Marino, and Baltazar makes the play unassisted for the first out of the Chiefs' 6th inning in this 1-1 game. Again, a week from tomorrow, that'll be June 26th. June 26th is a Saturday, and Procter & Gamble will be putting on fireworks following the game. Colonel General Manager Jack Rader writing to let us know very few tickets remain for that game on Saturday night, but there are some remaining for June 26th, Procter & Gamble fireworks night. Ball 1 outside, a curve to John Santor. He was hit by a pitch to open up the second and scored on a single in the center field by Terry Evans. Santor flew out to center in the 4th. John swings at a changeup way outside, strike 1. Outfield plays him straight away and deep. This is a symmetrical ballpark. 310 down the line. $15-foot high walls down the line, 400 feet to dead center, 375 to the power alleys. A check swing, a comebacker to Abel, who tosses to first. John Santor, an excuse me swing, and it ricocheted off the barrel of his bat, and that is now 7 in a row retired by Abel Marino, the second comebacker that Abel has fielded flawlessly. 7 in a row set down by Abel Marino. Cody Harther is 2 for 2, a left-handed batter who bats with a deep crouch, or from a deep crouch, and there's a fastball in for a strike. 69 degrees here at O'Brien Field in Peoria. I'd have worn blue jeans instead of shorts if I thought it was going to cool off this nicely. Harther pounds 1 into left, and Matt Pauley won't get it. It's 3 for 3 for Cody Harther. Off the wall it goes for a 2-out double. Cody Harther's 3 for 3. You can see why he's 5th in the league in hitting with a 322 average. He went the other way. We have not been able to get him out all night. 3 for 3 is Cody Harther with a 2-out double down the line and left going the other way. An opposite field double for Cody Harther, who's 3 for 3. Now Cal Hayes, who doubled into left his last time up, could put Peoria ahead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hayes, a right-handed batter. Oh, boy, Cody Harther was 4 for 13 against us in our new ballpark back in early April. And here tonight, he's 3 for 3. A changeup drops in for strike one called to the right-handed batter, 5'9", 190. 20-year-old Cal Hayes. Look out, he hits one off the end of the bat, and it almost hit the on-deck hitter, Terry Evans, strike 2 to Calvin Hayes. Not to be confused with the former Olympic sprinter and Dallas Cowboy receiver, the late, great Bob Hayes. Bullet Bob Hayes won the gold medal in the 100-yard dash. Maybe it was 100 meters. In the 1964 Rome Olympics. And then he was signed by the Dallas Cowboys and was an all-pro receiver for several years, Bob Hayes. This is Calvin Hayes, and he pops one foul. Over the backstop, just to our right, it's still 0-2. Cody Harther at second, the go-ahead run. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Marino deals. And a line drive caught at third by Matt Brown. Calvin Hayes hit a bullet caught at the hot corner by Brownie to end the 2-out threat by the Chiefs in the 6th inning. 6 brilliant innings from Abel Marino. No runs for Peoria in the 6th. 1 hit, 2-out double. There were no Kernel errors, and the Chiefs leave a runner, their 5th stranded of the game. We go to the top of the 7th. This game is being played at breakneck pace. It's the Kernels 1, Peoria 1, and this is Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Quiznos Kernels Kids Club members. Did you know that your Quiznos Kernels Kids Club membership card is good for more than just great deals at the ballpark? That's right. By showing your Quiznos Kernels Kids Club membership card at any of the Cedar Rapids Quiznos, you'll receive a free small drink when you buy a Quiznos sub. That's a free small drink with the purchase of a Quiznos sub when you show your Quiznos Kernels Kids Club card.
Quiznos. Tuesday.
Checking out the classifieds?
Yeah, I'm tired of working at dead-end jobs. I want to work for a company that offers opportunity.
You know, I just got a job at Access Direct, and they're looking for people like you.
Really? What makes Access Direct so different?
I'm making $9 an hour, and I'll be getting a 50-cent increase within 6 months. Plus, there's always room for advancement.
How about benefits?
Access Direct has a full benefit package that includes 401k.
And vacations?
Access Direct offers 10 days vacation plus holidays.
Why am I looking in the classified?
Put that paper down.
Can we go to Access Direct right now so I can apply?
Let's go.
Don't settle for just any job. Find your future at Access Direct. You'll enjoy a relaxed, friendly work environment, and you'll work with great people just like yourself. Plus, you'll receive a competitive wage, benefits including 401k, 10 days vacation, and holidays off. Check out Access Direct today. Corner of Wiley and Williams Boulevard, and just off the Coralville Strip in Coralville.
Nothing doing in either bullpen as we go to the top of the 7th. 1-1 our score. Leading off for the Kernels is the cleanup batter, Bobby Wilson. Bobby is flown out to center and grounded to short. Wilson, Balcom, and Brown, the numbers 4, 5, and 6 men in the Kernel order. Bobby was 2 for 4 last night in Battle Creek. He bowled over the Yankee catcher to score on a foul pop in the 7th inning. And Cristobal Correa, C-O-R-R-E-A, making his 5th start of the year. A changeup, a strike to the right-handed hitting catcher, Bobby Wilson. A light breeze was blowing in earlier in this game. Ball 1 low and away, and I think that light breeze may have been the difference in Tommy Duenas' shot over the left field wall that was caught by Cody Harther with a man aboard. They turned it into a double play in the 5th inning. And Uncle Charlie stays high and inside to Bobby Wilson, 2-1. Bobby hitting at 296. 4 homers, 34 RBIs, 11 doubles. The hits are even at 5 apiece. The game is even at 1-1. Bobby whistles one foul high into the screen. The count even 2-2. The Kernels batting .266 as a team, second to Peoria. Chiefs hitting .275. On the road, the Kernels are hitting .257. So we're hitting 9 points less on the road than we do overall. A bouncer to deep third. It's a foul ball, gloved by Mike McCoy. It's still 2-2 to Bobby Wilson. State Farm Major League Scoreboard, one afternoon game at Wrigley Field. It was Oakland trimming the Cubs 2-1. Everything else tonight, including our parent club, the 2002 World Champion Angels, to take on the Astros at Minute Maid Park. Correa, the right-hander, winds, and a curve is slapped to shortstop. Easy play for Brendan Ryan on 2 hops. On to first, and that is now 6 in a row retired by Cristobal Correa. The last Colonel to reach was Baltazar Lopez, a leadoff broken bat single to open up the 5th inning. Blake Balcom is 0 for 2, struck out looking to lead off the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 4th. Blake grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Blake Balcom is aboard with the 6th Colonel hit of the game, a wide turn at first as Anthony Monahan retrieves it. Blake Balcom may be doing some running. Let's hope he does. Balcom at first for Matt Brown. If you'd like the thrill of a summer for your Little League softball, t-ball, or baseball team, please call the Kernels. We have a great opportunity for you to be the Cost Cutters' dream team. Your team could come into the Kernel dugout before the game and then take the field individually, being introduced as they go out to 9 different positions on the diamond. Matt Brown slaps one to third. Should be 2. Throw to second out. Throw to first. Double play. I'll tell you more about the Cost Cutters' dream team. Matt Brown, first pitch swinging, wraps into an around the horn. 5-4-3, twin killing. 7th inning stretch at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium, at O'Brien Field. Every bit as nice as the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. I was thinking of the Cost Cutters' dream team. In the 7th, no runs for the Kernels, a 1-out single, 1 hit. There were no chief errors, a double play, and the Kernels leave the bases empty. After 6.5 in Peoria, Kernels 1, Chiefs 1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Toyota Financial Services of Cedar Rapids understands the importance of reading in the lives of our community's children. That's why they're proud to fund the 6th annual Toyota Financial Services Kernel Summer Reading Program. The generous support of Toyota Financial Services will result in Kernel players conducting a record 32 elementary school assemblies this spring to encourage girls and boys to read throughout the summer. Their reading accomplishments will be recognized by Toyota Financial Services with fabulous rewards. Toyota Financial Services, a true hero to the Kernels and the youth of our community.
June is Perennial Gardening Month, and Peck's Flower Shop and Garden Center, your perennial plant experts, have the best selection in the area. Peck's plants are tenderly cared for and await your selection for your very own perennial garden. Choose from daisies, daylilies, ornamental grasses, and many more, all potted, growing, and ready to plant for lasting beauty. Peck's reminds you that summer is a great time to plant, and Peck's experts will help you choose the right plants for your landscape areas. Stop in today and enjoy the beauty of plants all summer long. Peck's Flower Shop and Garden Center, growing with the Cedar Rapids area since 1956, at the corner of Blair's Ferry and Edgewood Roads, Northeast.
Just past 8 o'clock, this game less than 90 minutes old. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 1-1, and we want to remind you and thank you for listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone. ESPN Radio 1600, KCRG, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. A pitch delivered just high to Terry Evans. Evans has driven in the only chief run. Abel Marino with the next one. A beauty, a strike, a curveball, and it's 1-1 to Terry Evans. No action in either bullpen, as both starters have been very economical in their number of pitches. Low pitch count. I was saying before Matt Brown ended the Kernel's top of the 7th by bouncing into a 5-4-3 twin killing that your team can be the Cost Cutters' dream team. Ramming one foul past third for strike 2 is Terry Evans. As the Cost Cutters Dream Team, your Little League, softball, t-ball, or sandlot team will be invited into the Kernel dugout before the game starts. They'll be introduced individually and take a position on the field for the national anthem at the new Veterans Memorial Stadium. They'll stand right next to the Kernel players at their positions. Ball 2, low and away to Terry Evans. Then, after the national anthem, the Kernels will sign a Kernel logo, Cost Cutter logo, soft toss baseball. And your team, the Cost Cutters Dream Team, will then trot off the diamond and enjoy the ball game together. Ball 3, low and away to Terry Evans. Your team can be the Cost Cutters Dream Team. Call Jessica Ferguson, 896-7612, 896-7612. The payoff pitch to Evans, slap to deep third. Long throw by Matt Brown, a beauty. Matt Brown makes a good play. And Abel Marino retires the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 7th inning on a 3-2 count. He got Terry Evans to pull it to deep third. And boy, does Matt Brown have a strong arm. His throw was right on target to Baltazar Lopez. One gone in the 7th for Peoria. The batter, Mike McCoy, 0-for-2. Again, that number to call to sign your team up for a home game in the second half as the Cost Cutters Dream Team is 896-7612, Jessica Ferguson. Mike McCoy pops one foul onto the sweet roof for strike one. There is no grandstand roof here at O'Brien Field. No grandstand roof, but a roof on top of the press box and the suite level, and then the picnic area is part of the suite level down the line. McCoy takes a strike. Strike 2 from Abel Marino. Abel has gone as far as 7 1/3 this season. This is his 13th start. He went 7 1/3 back on Friday, May 28th, in a win. McCoy takes a change in the dirt. Bobby Wilson's mask pops off. It's 1-2 to the number 8 hitter, Mike McCoy. Bottom of the 7th, Kernels 1, Chiefs 1. McCoy in a hole. Takes a strike 3 on the inside corner at the knees. Abel Marino has struck out Mike McCoy looking for the second out of the Chiefs' 7th inning. And that is the 7th strikeout for the Kernel right-hander, Abel Marino. 7 strikeouts for Abel. He gave up 2 hits and a run in the second inning, 2 hits and no runs in the 4th inning, and a double with 2 out in the 6th inning. A swing and a miss on a slider by Matt Pagnozzi, the catcher. Now the skies are clearing here in Peoria. Abel working quickly. Strike 2 called at the knees. It's 0-2 to Matt Pagnozzi. Michelle Samar helped pitch the Kernels to a huge win in Battle Creek last night. Marino's 0-2 to Matt in the dirt, ball 1. And Abel Marino, following the momentum that Michelle Samar gave the ball club last night in Michigan, has pitched a dandy here tonight, allowing 1 run through 6 2/3 on only 5 hits. Pagnozzi in the hole, 1-2. Hits one in the air to left. It's a foul ball. Matt Brown gives chase, but it's into the seats. Beyond the seats here, and as I said earlier, no bleachers at O'Brien Field. Beyond the grandstand, tucked into the corners, are lawn seats. Well, actually, they're just grass slope seating berms. You make your own seat. And the youngsters, as they do in the new Veterans Memorial Stadium, love running up and down those hillsides, down the left field and right field lines here at O'Brien Field, tucked into downtown Peoria. Just 5 blocks from the Central District. Abel misses with a changeup. Bases empty, 2 gone, bottom of the 7th, and the Kernels and Chiefs are tied 1-1. Marino into his windup. The pitch is low and away for ball 3 to Matt Pagnozzi. Marino has not walked the batter. Neither has the Chiefs starter, Cristobal Correa. Now the payoff offering is on its way. Swing and a miss on a high changeup. 8 strikeouts for Abel Marino. He fans Matt Pagnozzi on a 3-2 delivery and 1 run on 5 hits allowed by 20-year-old right-hander Abel Marino through 7 innings. He retires the lower third in order. The Kernels come to bat in the top of the 8th inning. It's still 1-1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
You save big money, when you shop Menards.
For great Father's Day gifts, shop Menards. Save big on a huge selection of top quality tools on sale. A skill jigsaw is just $26.77. A Hitachi 12-volt cordless drill and flashlight kit, only $64.95. Choose from a ProTech 10-inch table saw or compound miter saw, just $79.99 each. Help Dad keep his car and deck clean with a Black Cat electric pressure washer. On sale now at Menards for just $68.88. A 6-gallon wet-dry shop vac is only $34.88. Or how about getting Dad a barbecue grill? A 35,000 BTU charbroil gas grill makes a great Father's Day gift, just $127. Or give Dad a Menard gift card. Available in stores and at Menards.com. Nothing says Happy Father's Day like a gift from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, this is Mike.
And this is John.
From the Double N. Hey, John, you want to play a game of darts?
No thanks, Mike. I'm making a batch of my homemade bratwurst.
Hey, John, do you want to play a game of Golden Tee Golf?
Not now, Mike. I'm making the sauce for today's lunch special.
Hey, John, do you want to play a game of pool?
Maybe later, Mike. I need to finish making today's delicious soups. Hey, Mike, got time to play a game of Silver Strike bowling?
No thanks, John. I'm hungry. It's time for lunch at the Double N at the corner of Ellis Boulevard and F Avenue in Cedar Rapids.
Now, the plate for Cedar Rapids. First base is number 9.
Will this be the inning that the Kernels score for the first time since the first inning? 1-1 our score. Top of the 8th. Baltazar Lopez, 2 for 2. 2-out single in the second inning on which he reached third base on a pair of cheap errors, and then a leadoff single in the 5th, but doubled off on a deep drive over the wall and left that was snared by Cody Harther to rob Tommy Duenas of a 2-run homer. Ball 1 low and into the left-handed hitting Baltazar Lopez. His first 2 hits as a Colonel tonight. Ground ball to second. That'll be easy for Cal Hayes. On to first, and Baltazar Lopez, the first time he's been retired, as he grounds to second to open up the Colonel 8th inning. 1-1 the score. A Colonel win here tonight and a Burlington win in Geneva, Illinois against King County would pull the Colonels to within a tie of, would pull the Colonels into a tie for first in the Western Division first half standing. Tommy Duenas had a home run taken away from him his last time up. He's 0 for 2. A curve, and he checks his swing. The ball suds off the plate and rolls to the on-deck circle where Sean Rodriguez picks it up. Somebody could be a hero for the Colonels here tonight. Who will that somebody be? Or will the Chiefs prevail and pull back into a tie for second with 2 games remaining? The plot thickens here at O'Brien Field. We've had a super tight pitching duel between Cristobal Correa and Abel Marino. A looper into center by Duenas, and it's caught by the second baseman. It hung up for Calvin Hayes to backpedal into right center. Tommy's bid for a Texas League single is taken away in right center on a backpedaling catch by Calvin Hayes. 2 gone in the Colonel 8th inning for Sean Rodriguez. This game could decide it all. Who knows? 1-1 our score with the bases empty and 2 out in the 8th inning. A curve is just inside to Sean Rodriguez. Sean is flied to center and grounded to short. He was robbed of a base hit deep in the hole by Brendan Ryan to end the Colonel 5th inning. Ball 2 downstairs to Sean. Freedom Festival fireworks this Thursday the 24th, following the game between the Kernels and the Swing of the Quad Cities. Sean is jammed, and he bounces one foul off the railing of the fence beyond the Colonel third base dugout. The lights are starting to take effect now at 12 after 8 o'clock. Rodriguez takes ball 3 in the dirt. Still neither club with a man up in their bullpen. Peoria will have the top of their order up to face Abel Marino in the bottom of this 8th inning. The 3-1 to Rodriguez. Top foul right behind home plate and out of play. It's now a full count to Sean. Neither hurler has walked a batter tonight. 1-1 the score with 2 out in the top of the 8th. Nobody on for the Kernels. Rodriguez in open stance. Let's see if he can make the pitcher throw a strike. Sean whacks one foul down the right field line, out of play. He did make Cristobal Correa throw a strike on a 3-2 count. Kernels looking to score for the first time since the first inning. Peoria's only run came in the second inning. Ooh, ball 4, low and outside. A fastball and a terrific at-bat for Rodriguez. Now I think he'll be running. With Quan Cosby at the plate, how about a hit and run? The Kernels have been such a good 2-out producing team this season. Quan Cosby tripled and scored the Colonel only run of this game way back in the first inning. Actually, it wasn't so far back. We started this game at 6:37. It's only 8:14 here in Peoria, and we're in the top of the 8th inning. Sean Rodriguez looks like he's running. Time is called. Sean had a very good lead. John Santor has a very unusual way of holding on a base runner. Instead of the conventional method of planting his right foot on the inside of the bag, he placed 3 feet off the bag just to the left of the base runner, or just to the right of Rodriguez. A throw over there, and Sean's back hand first. Everybody in the ballpark thinks that Sean Rodriguez will be running. He has 13 steals and 15 tries. He's at first as the go-ahead run here in the top of the 8th inning. He's running. A pitch out. The throw to second in time. Sean Rodriguez tagged out in a cloud of dust by the second baseman, Calvin Hayes. And the caught stealing went 2-4 to end the Colonel 8th inning. In the Colonel 8th inning, no runs, no hits, a walk, no chief errors, and a pitch out. The perfect throw by Matt Pagnozzi to nail the head-first sliding Sean Rodriguez. After 7.5 in Peoria, it's still the Colonels 1, the Chiefs 1. You're listening to Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
Hey, man, what's up?
Just getting ready to kick your butt.
Right. And mess up your hair?
You just wish you could look this good. Boo! Nothing but net.
Hey, I'm a busy guy. I don't have time to make my hair look as good as yours. I mean, who has time to schedule an appointment, let alone show up for it?
Not me. I just go to Cost Cutters. I can get in whenever it's convenient for me.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you just walk into Cost Cutters and come out looking good?
Well, for some of us, that comes naturally. But Cost Cutters makes it easier. They can do anything you want. A cool cut, even some color, and get some of that styling gel stuff to keep you looking good. Like me.
Oh, so that's why your hair never moves.
Oh, you're funny.
Cost Cutters. Thanks, man. This will save me some time.
Great. Then you'll have time to work on your game.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Are you a busy guy? Save yourself time and walk into one of our area's 12 Cost Cutters whenever it's convenient for you. Then relax, because Cost Cutters will make things easy and affordable for you.
Cost Cutters. Live your life. We always have time for your hair.
It's amazing how much things can change in a day, or how much they can change in one night. Get ready to try Day Fresh beer from Budweiser. It's beer bottled less than 24 hours ago, and our Day Fresh beer crew is bringing it to bars and nightclubs in select cities everywhere. So look for them, and your chance to try beer that's so fresh, it's making every other beer seem so, well, yesterday. Day Fresh beer from Budweiser, because fresh beer tastes better. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
111 here at O'Brien Field tonight. They've seen a terrific battle between the second-place Kernels and the third-place Chiefs. One game separating these two clubs. Top of the order against Abel Marino, who has struck out 8. Anthony Monaghan, a left-handed hitter. Nothing for 3. Cracks one to first, and a good stop by the first baseman, who underhands to the pitcher covering, and out at first by a hair is Anthony Monaghan. That ball scooted out of the glove of Baltazar Lopez, rolled about 8 feet away from him to his right. Baltazar scrambled to retrieve it, then underhanded to Marino, and I mean it was close at first. It went 3-1. First baseman to pitcher covering. 1 pitch, 1 out in the Chief 8th inning. The batter, Brendan Ryan. He's lined to short, reached on an error by Baltazar Lopez with 2 out in the third, and tapped back to the mound, or grounded back to the mound. Actually, he hit it pretty sharply. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 1-1 game. Ball 1 is outside to the right-handed hitter with a .358 average in 40 games. No homers, 24 RBIs. Brendan Ryan, right-handed batter. Lewis and Clark State College in Idaho. Open stance. And a pitch outside for ball 2. The Kernels have a right-hander throwing lightly in their bullpen, Aaron Pullen. Aaron Pullen warming up in the Kernel left field bullpen. The Chiefs don't have anyone throwing, although they do have a couple of guys at least standing in their right field bullpen. Abel's 2-0 delivery. Just missed outside, ball 3. To Brendan Ryan. You'd like to keep him off base because he has 9 steals in 11 tries. Will he be swinging on 3-0 in this 1-1 game? Will he be swinging on 3-0? The answer is no, and he takes a strike at the knees. Sean Rodriguez drew a 2-out walk in the top of this 8th inning, but he was caught trying to steal second on a pitch out. Ryan with that open stance. Jackhammers one into right. Blake Balcom going back, and Blake is there and has it. Oh, Abel Marino fell behind Brendan Ryan, the .358 hitter, but got him to hit it into right on a 3-1 count. Blake Balcom made the grab. That's only the third putout for a Kernel outfielder tonight. Anthony Monaghan flew to left back in the 3rd inning. John Santor skied to center leading off the 4th inning, and Brendan Ryan gives Blake Balcom his first bit of business out in right field with the second out here in the 8th inning. Ball 1 is upstairs to Daric Barton, D-A-R-I-C. I've never seen it spelled that way. A high fly ball, foul into the third base stands, and it's 1-1 to Barton. This guy looks a lot like Yogi Berra in his body type. That is, he looks like a fire plug. He's not very tall. He's very muscular and round in the legs and waist. And he's a left-handed batter with a very open stance. In fact, he points his back elbow very high towards the press box. Then he lays off one high. Ball 2 from Marino. This will likely be Abel's last inning of work with Aaron Peel warming up in the Kernel bullpen. Barton takes low. Ball 3, a changeup. Abel Marino has been sensational tonight. He has come through with a big-time performance in this 1-1 game. Strike 2 called on a curveball. Abel Marino's trying to make it 7 in a row. He's fanned 8. He's pitching to the number 3 hitter with 8 homers in 30 games, with 2 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 1-1 contest. Swinging a foul straight back by Daric Barton, the left-handed batter with the open stance. Barton ready, so's Abel. And a little roller foul up the first base side on a changeup. Daric broke his bat. And as he heads back to the Chief dugout, An invitation from Carol and Rich Kendall to visit either of their Culver's Frozen Custard and Butterburger locations. One is across from Allen Motor Company in Hiawatha. The other is in front of the Windsong 12 Theater Complex on the southwest side. While you're enjoying the world-famous Butterburgers at Culver's and the delicious frozen custard, look for the white registration box and drop an entry form in for your child's chance to be selected as our Culver's Small Fry of the game. Barton's back in the box, and the next 3-2 pitch to the slugger. Swing and a foul straight back. The count remains full to Daric Barton, Cardinal first-round draft pick last year. As the Culver's Small Fry of the game, your daughter or son will get to take the field between innings of a Kernel home game, get the autograph of their favorite Kernel player on their Culver's cap, and then Mr. Shucks will present them with a certificate, good for a free kids meal at Culver's. Here's a drive into left. Matt Pagnozzi going back. Matt's there and has it. 8 brilliant innings from Abel Marino without walking a man and fanning 8. Abel's night of work may be over, and what a spectacular evening of pitching it was for Abel Marino. Flying to left on a 3-2 pitch, Daric Barton, and down in order go the Chiefs in their half of the 8th inning. We go to the 9th, and it's still the Kernels 1, the Chiefs 1. You're tuned to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
None of us can do anything about a bad day, but we can make certain nothing happens to all of our tomorrows. Take everything out of the hands of chance with a well-planned insurance program tailored specifically to your needs. Phil Andrews, your local Pekin insurance agent at Weidenhammer Andrews Agency, is an expert in insurance matters. Phil Andrews will develop the right insurance plan for your home, car, business, and life. Depend on Phil Andrews, your hometown professional with Pekin Insurance.
Summertime means Kernels baseball, sunlight until 9 o'clock, watermelon and lemonade, taking the kids to the swimming pool, and a host of other leisurely pursuits. Comfort Solutions by Banks stands ready to ensure that your family stays cool when you're busy with all of your summer fun. Comfort Solutions by Banks are your indoor comfort specialists. With all of the fun activities that fill up your summer, it's comforting to know that the Comfort Solutions by Banks family can take care of your family. Comfort Solutions by Banks is proud to offer your family personal and caring service. If something goes unexpectedly wrong with your home's cooling system, you can count on Comfort Solutions by Banks to provide you with courteous and professional service under any circumstance. Enjoy your summer and let the family at Comfort Solutions by Banks take care of yours.
Abel Marino had to face to the top of the Chief order in the bottom of the 8th. He retired them in order, and now Quan Cosby, the top of the Kernel order, to face Cristobal Correa with a 2-1 record. Ball 1 is high to Quan. Still nobody throwing in the Chief bullpen. Aaron Pullen will likely take over and pitch the bottom of the 9th inning for the Kernels. What a job by Abel Marino. He may answer the bell for the bottom of the 9th. The 1-0 to Quan is high, ball 2. In on the grass at third, Mike McCoy for the Chiefs. Aaron Pullen pitched Wednesday afternoon in a Kernel 7-1 loss in Battle Creek. The 2-0 to Cosby is a strike. Quan squared to try to distract the pitcher as though he was going to bunt, but took one right down the middle. Quan has 2 of the Kernel 6 hits, including a leadoff triple in the first inning, and he scored our only run. A changeup is way high, ball 3 to Quan Cosby. Top of the 9th inning here in Peoria, a crowd of over 3,000 have seen a barn burner. 1-1 our score, and let's see if Quan can do something ahead now. 3 balls, 1 strike. He took a strike, strike 2. Now the count full to Quan. His triple in the first inning, his league-high 7th of the year. Center fielder Anthony Monaghan shifted into left center. Quan shoots one over the shortstop's head for his 3rd hit of the game. Quan Cosby's at first with nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. Quan Cosby has 3 hits, 3 of the Kernel 7 hits. He worked the count full and then lashed it over the shortstop's head into left center for a leadoff hit. And now the Kernels may play the bunting game, or they may hit and run. The axiom is you play for a win on the road and you play for a tie at home. And if that axiom holds true, the Kernels will not be bunting. Now Joe Cunningham comes out of the Chiefs dugout. A right-hander has just started to throw, and that right-hander for the Chiefs is Jason Birch. Jason Birch is warming up as the plate umpire comes out to try to move things along. Mark Ripperger. Jason Birch has just started to throw. He's a 6'5" right-hander from the University of Nebraska. And he's warming up for the Chiefs down the right field line. Go ahead, run at first. Quan Cosby for the Kernels here in the top of the ninth inning. Quan with his third hit.
Stepping up to the plate for Cedar Rapids, left fielder, number 33, Matt Pagnozzi.
Matt Pagnozzi with 3 hits last night is nothing for 3 tonight. Has struck out, hit into a double play, and struck out. It'll be interesting to see whether the Kernels have Pagnozzi bunt or if they hit and run with Quan at first. Pagnozzi bunts foul. His body was already moving way too far towards first base. He lunged at that first pitch, which was on the outer half, and let's hope Matt can shore up his bunting fundamentals, because that first bunt attempt was not a very good one. But it was only one attempt. The infielders are really crashing. Mike McCoy from third, John Santor from first. So Bobby Magallanes may have Pagnozzi just swing away, or he may have Quan running. Quan is running. A pitch out. The throw to second. He's in a rundown. And Quan Cosby is going to be out at first in a cloud of dust. Quan Cosby out at first. Oh, brother, the Chiefs pitched out for the second straight time. They must have our signals, because that's too much of a coincidence. Quan Cosby leading off first. Saw out of the corner of his eye that it was a pitch out. He stopped between first and second, and the play, the caught stealing, went 2, 4, 3. Boy, does that hurt. That really hurts. A pitch out to Pagnozzi, and Pagnozzi did it again. He threw to the second baseman, Cal Hayes. Cal ran the runner back to first, Cosby, and Quan almost eluded the tag by John Santor, but he was tagged out. Now the 1-1 to Matt. Ground ball foul past first. A leadoff single by Quan in the ninth, and then he's caught trying to steal. He never made it to second base. He stopped about 2/3 of the way, got in a rundown, an ill-fated pickle, and he was tagged out by the first baseman. Boy, the Chiefs must have our signs, or they're just playing hunches right. That's the second time they've guessed right on a pitch out. Now a pitch in the dirt, ball 2 to Pagnozzi. I wish we had that sequence back, but you don't. You don't have anything back once it occurs. Now Aaron Pullen is sat down, and Bob Zimmerman is warming up in the Colonel bullpen. Bob Zimmerman. The 2-2 to Matt. Grounded to second. That'll be easy for Hayes, and there are 2 out in the Colonel ninth inning. Matt Pagnozzi wrapped it on the ground to second for the second out of the inning. The batter is Brandon Wood. Again, Aaron Pullen is no longer throwing in the Colonel bullpen. Bob Zimmerman is. And Jason Birch continues to warm for the Chiefs. The Colonel 1 run in this game came in the first inning. The Chief only run came in the second inning. Cristobal Correa trying to go the distance. Has 2 gone in the ninth inning in a 1-1 game. Strike 1 called on the outside corner to Brandon Wood. Brandon has driven in the only Colonel run, a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Outfield extremely deep to cut down the possibility of an extra base hit. Ball 1 misses just low and away. A leadoff single by Cosby in the ninth, but he was caught on a pitch out trying to steal second. Boy, the Chiefs have an uncanny knack of when to throw pitch outs. A curve low and away to Brandon Wood, ball 2. Brandon, 8 homers, 38 RBIs, hitting .284, a right-handed batter. Now the right-hander, Jason Birch, has stopped throwing for Peoria. He's standing in their bullpen watching the action. Ball 3, high and outside to Wood. Lurking on deck is Bobby Wilson. And I don't question one bit the Kernels playing the running game in the 8th inning and the 9th inning. You just have to wonder if Peoria reads our signals knowing when we're going. Brandon fouls one straight back. It's a full count to Brandon Wood.
The outfield and the right outfield arm will need to be clear, and everyone needs to be shady goal for the fireworks.
Outfield within 2 steps of the warning track. As I say, they're playing that deep to try to cut down on the possibility of an extra base hit. Correa's 3-2 to Wood. Swing and a tip foul at the feet of the catcher. He just couldn't hold it, Matt Pagnozzi. Cristobal Correa has given a Herculean effort on the hill, as has Colonel starter Abel Marino. 2 gone, top of the 9th inning. We're tied 1-1 here in Peoria. The action has been nothing short of breathtaking. A line shot in the center for a base hit. Brandon Wood will take a big turn at first. Hold on as Anthony Monahan gets it back in. The Kernels have their 8th hit of this game. Brandon's 2nd hit comes as a 3-2 pitch was belted right over the head of Cristobal Correa. Let's see if he's allowed to pitch to Bobby Wilson. Bobby Wilson, nothing for 3. Even though we've had 2 runners caught trying to steal in the last 2 innings, I say let's send Brandon Wood. He's being held by John Santor. I say let's send him. A curve is high to Bobby Wilson. Brandon has 6 steals and 9 tries. I know what you're thinking. Why take the bat out of Bobby Wilson's hands and risk being thrown out for a 3rd time? But my philosophy is the opposite. Do something to shake up the defense. If they throw Brandon out, then you live with it. But just think if they don't throw him out. If they don't throw him out, he's at 2nd for Bobby Wilson in scoring position. Right now he's at 1st. Catcher Matt Pagnozzi back out to the hill. Bobby Wilson, a .296 hitter at the plate. Tons of hitting room up the middle. The shortstop's playing Bobby deep in the hole. Ball 2 is upstairs. It's 2-0 to Bobby Wilson here in the top of the 9th. Go ahead, run it first, Brandon Wood. He's not running. Ball 3, just missed low. 3-0 to Bobby Wilson. Now will Bobby Magallanes turn him loose? Go ahead, run. Brandon Wood at first, 2 away here in the 9th inning. Wilson, ready. Ball 4. And now Blake Balcom with runners at 1st and 2nd could give the Kernels the lead with 2 out. The question is, will he face Cristobal Correa? The answer is no. Listen to the hand in a moment for Cristobal Correa. He goes 8 2/3, and he's surrendered so far 1 run on 8 hits. He has struck out 5, and he just walked his 2nd man. Cristobal Correa leaves this game, and in comes a giant of a man. He looks a lot like our Carlos Morban. 6'5" righty, Jason Birch. Birch out of the University of Nebraska, a 21st round Redbird pick last June. Jason Birch, 2-1 on the year, is pitching for the 27th time. He leads the Chiefs with 14 saves. He's their closer, in other words. A 2-1 record, a 2.35 ERA, 14 saves in 26 appearances. Birch in 30 2/3 has struck out 31 batters. He has walked 13 in 30 and 2/3 and allowed only 23 hits in 30 and 2/3. He's also given up 1 home run, hit 3 batters, and thrown 5 wild pitches. A 4-pitch walk drawn by Bobby Wilson, sending Brandon Wood into scoring position for Blake Balcom. Blake singled his last time up. 1-1 the score in the top of the 9th inning. Oh, brother, what a ball game we have here in Peoria. The only Kernel run produced by a triple in the first inning off the bat of Quan Cosby, and then a 1-out RBI sacrifice fly into right by Brandon Wood. The Chiefs answered and tied the game with their sole run of this game in the second inning. John Santor struck by an Abel Marino pitch, went to second on a base hit into center, 1 of 3 by Cody Harther. Then Calvin Hayes bunted the runners to second and third. Terry Evans lined a single into center, scoring John Santor to make it 1-1. The Chiefs had runners at second and third with only 1 out in the 4th inning, and Abel Marino turned back that scoring opportunity. Peoria got a 2-out double from Cody Harther in the 6th inning, but didn't score. And the last 7 in a row were retired by Abel Marino. I don't think he'll pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the top of the 9th, and the Kernels have 2 on, 2 out for Blake Balcom, trying to take the lead in this game. Birch with a slider, a strike called. Jason is a huge right-hander, 6'5", B-U-R-C-H. 14 saves. This is not a save situation. The game's on the line, though, that's for sure. Brandon Wood at second, Bobby Wilson at first, Balcom a .277 right-handed hitter. Takes outside, ball 1. 3,311 here at O'Brien Field in downtown Peoria. Kane County leads the Kernels by a game. They're at home tonight against Burlington. The Kernels lead the Chiefs by a game. Birch has his sign. He's set just above the letters and fires a strike to Blake Balcom, a fastball down the middle. Blake was looking for something else. He now steps out. Outfield at regular depth, straight away. The Kernels have stranded 3. Peoria's left 5. Two hits in the inning and a walk. Blake is in the hole, 1 and 2. And checks his swing. Did he? Yes, just in time on a slider. The Chiefs thought they had him struck out. Boy, that was a tough pitch. A slider that just missed. This Sunday, the 27th, a 2 o'clock game against the Swing of the Quad Cities. And our first annual Christian concert will follow the game. Last Mile Walk will be performing Sunday, the 27th, after our 2 o'clock game. Airwave Dave will return to entertain you for the 2 o'clock start, Sunday, the 27th. Blake shoots one down the right field line. On the run. The right fielder can't get it. It falls. 1 run is in to give the Kernels a 2-1 lead. Another man to third. Blake Balcom loops a single down the right field line. Brandon Wood scores to give the Kernels a 2-1 lead. Here in the top of the 9th inning, Bobby Wilson raced to third. Blake Balcom reached out and hit a tailing drive down the right field line. Terry Evans chased over, could not get it. It landed fair by about 2 feet. And Blake Balcom on a 2-2 pitch has given the Kernels a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. The RBI for Balcom, his 27th of the year. Brandon Wood with 2 outs scored easily. Bobby Wilson went from first to third. And now Matt Brown could make it comfortable. First and third, 2 out for Matt Brown. An RBI single on a 2-strike pitch by Blake Balcom. Now a swing and a miss, a half-hearted swing by Matt Brown. He was fooled, strike 1. That run is charged to the departed starter, Cristobal Correa. It's 2-1 Kernels. And And a chance for more with Matt Brown, nothing for 3, facing Jason Birch. Blake Balcom with 2 out and a 2-2 count went the other way and singled down the right field line. Now ball 1, low to Matt Brown. Bobby Wilson at third and Blake Balcom at first on that base hit into right. It came with 2 out and 2 strikes. And it came off one of the best relief pitchers in the league. Now Matt Brown even on the count 1-1. Swings and misses at a off-speed curve, strike 2. Well, Blake Balcom came through with 2 strikes. Can Matt Brown do the same? Now, the Kernels may try that play. Beware of this. The Kernels may try the play where Balcom gets in a rundown between first and second, and then Bobby Wilson tries to fly homeward. I have a feeling that play is on. Is Blake running to try to get in a rundown? There he goes. Swinging another foul off to the right by Matt Brown. Yes, I had a sneaking suspicion that Blake Balcom would be running, and I don't think he was running with the intent of stealing a base. I think he was running to try to force a throw from Matt Pagnozzi and get into a rundown and allow Bobby Wilson to try to score from third. Matt Brown tapped 1 foul. The Kernels have scored for the first time since the first inning to take a 2-1 lead in the 9th inning with 2 out. Brandon Wood got it started with a base hit into center off Cristobal Correa. Bobby Wilson walked. In came the right-hander Jason Birch. A tap foul past third, and the runner was not going. The runner, Blake Balcom, was not running on that 2-2 pitch to Matt, or that 1-2 pitch to Matt Brown. A Colonel win here tonight would put us 2 games ahead of Peoria and possibly into a tie for first with Kane County if Burlington is able to knock off the first place Cougars. And I told Jack Rader, our general manager, I thought Kane County would have a miserable time playing Burlington. Burlington played us so very tough a couple of weeks ago at Community Field, and my prediction is that Burlington will be a very, very tough out for the Kane County Cougars this weekend. First and third. Another 1-2. There goes Balcom. And a swing and a foul straight back by Matt Brown. You could probably hear it thud the plexiglass window just to our right. Matt Brown is hanging just as tough as Blake Balcom did moments ago. Balcom has given the Kernels the lead in this game with an RBI single down the right field line. Scoring Brandon Wood from second and sending Bobby Wilson to third. Balcom being held by John Santor. Bobby Wilson at third. Brownie. A wild pitch. Bobby Wilson's going to score to make it 3-1. Bobby Wilson slides in safely on a wild pitch by Jason Birch to the base of the backstop. Balcom to second. It's 3-1 Kernels. Oh, what a great at-bat for Matt Brown, fouling off 4 two-strike pitches. And Bobby Wilson dashes home to make it a 2-run 9th inning on a Jason Birch wild pitch. Down to second goes Blake Balcom as Bobby Wilson scores to make it a 3-1 Kernel lead. Now a base hit by Matt Brown would make it a 3-run Kernel lead. Brownie took ball 2. It got by Matt Pagnozzi for a wild pitch. Curveball outside, ball 3. Jason Birch has not been the answer. Has not been the answer for the Chiefs here in the 9th inning. That was a huge run. Scored by Bobby Wilson. Now Matt Brown on a 3-2 delivery hits it high in the air to shallow left. The shortstop going back. Brendan waiting, and he has it. Matt Brown pops the short. The shortstop went way out near the line and left to glove it. A ninth inning for the Kernels of 2 runs on 3 hits. No chief errors, a man caught trying to steal, and a wild pitch. The Kernels leave a runner and have stranded 4. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Bob Zimmerman coming on. It's the Kernels 3 and Peoria 1. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Been looking to buy a used car, truck, or van? If so, head to Select Auto now. All vehicles are priced to sell with bottom line pricing. Monthly bills getting you down? Can't afford the car of your dreams? No problem. Select Auto offers payment plans to fit around your budget. Select Auto also offers great warranties on all cars, not to mention their experienced and friendly staff in their full-service service department. Hate being chased around the lot by those annoying salespeople? At Select Auto, you won't be bothered by any salespeople. You deal directly with the owners. Got bad credit? Not a problem. They offer financing for any credit, good or bad. Still not sold? Purchase any used car over $5,000 and get $200 in free gas. Hurry in. This deal only lasts during the month of May. What are you waiting for? Visit either of Select Auto's 2 convenient locations on 1st Avenue downtown Cedar Rapids or on 7th Avenue in Marion. Select Auto, a great way to buy a pre-owned car.
Dick Ramsey is the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company, Skogman Realty. That means when you're marketing your home for sale or searching for the ideal home to buy, Dick Ramsey's home team will get you the results you deserve. Dick Ramsey's home team has the best deal going. Buy one of their homes, and Ramsey will buy yours. That's the winning edge Dick Ramsey's home team will deliver to you. Dick Ramsey, the #1 home seller for the #1 real estate company, Skogman Realty.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And hopefully, let's see, I'm having trouble hearing myself here, so I hope our equipment is all right. Let's see here. Are we okay? We're going to check with Emily.
Okay. Emily, can you hear me?
I'm so sorry. I hit a switch falsely here. We're underway in the bottom of the 9th. Bob Zimmerman is on. He heaves a strike call to the leadoff hitter, the cleanup man, John Santor, and now Santor plugs one foul. I'm sorry for our momentary lapse. It was my fault. Bob Zimmerman takes over for Abel Marino, 3-1 Kernels, bottom of the 9th in Peoria. Marino went 8 innings, allowed 1 run on 5 hits, struck out 8, and walked none. He hit a batter. He walked none. Bob Zimmerman takes over for Abel Marino with the Kernels up by a pair, and he's ahead of John Santor, 0-2. And he lets loose of a errant breaking pitch over the head of John Santor. Believe me, Bob Zimmerman does not want to hit John Santor. The line is final now on Cristobal Correa. He went 8 2/3, gave the Kernels 3 runs on 8 hits, struck out 5 and walked 2. 1-2 to John Santor. He has scored the only chief run. Bob Zimmerman on in relief for the starter Abel Marino. And a pitch fouled over the screen by John Santor. Bob Zimmerman pitched Tuesday in the Kernel 13-4 loss in Battle Creek. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run on 1 hit, struck out 2, walked none. Bob Zimmerman, a 6'5" right-hander with a 4-4 record and a team-high 9 saves, on for the 24th time for the Kernels. The next pitch, high, ball 2. Santor hit by a pitch and scored in the second, flew out to center in the 4th, and tapped back to the mound on an excuse-me swing to Abel Marino in the 6th inning. John, with 13 homers, 52 RBIs, right-handed batter with a slightly closed stance. Time is called. Bob Zimmerman, 31 and 2/3 innings, has only given up 23 hits. He's fanned 43 batters in 31 and 2/3, walked only 10, the league hitting .209 against Bob Zimmerman. Bob rocks and delivers. A high pop foul near the Chiefs dugout. Bobby Wilson giving chase, and it's beyond the reach of Bobby Wilson. He slid on his shin guards, but it went 3 or 4 rows up, just beyond the backstop to the right of home plate. It's still 2 balls, 2 strikes to John Santor. Kernels 3, Chiefs 1. Bottom of the 9th inning, Bob Zimmerman rubs up a new baseball. Angel 4th-round pick last June out of Southwest Missouri State from St. Louis, 22 years old, 6'5", 225. Midwest League All-Star. Bob wears a long-sleeve red shirt underneath his gray road top. Santor grounds one up the middle for a base hit. And the Chiefs have a runner on here in the bottom of the 9th inning. A single through the box. Bob Zimmerman will now face Cody Harther, who's 3 for 3. Cody Harther is 3 for 3, a left-handed batter with 4 home runs. Bob Zimmerman on a 2-2 pitch surrenders a base hit through the middle on the ground. Cody Harther, left-handed hitter, takes low, ball 1 from Bob Zimmerman. Runner at first with nobody out in the Peoria 9th inning. It's 3-1 Kernels. Harther swings and slaps one foul into the backstop, strike 1. The Kernels about hit the Chiefs 9-6. The Kernels had 3 hits in their 2-run top of this 9th inning. Cody Harther is 20 years old. A 6th-round pick of St. Louis in 2002 from Chatsworth, California. 3 for 3 tonight. Ooh, a fastball just missed outside, according to plate umpire Mark Ripperger. Ball 2 to Cody Harther. 2-1 to the left-handed hitter. Ball 3 from Bob Zimmerman, high and away. One run in 8 innings surrendered by Abel Marino on 5 hits. Swing and a tip foul, and that's strike 2 on Cody Harther. He was late on that 3-1 pitch. Bob Zimmerman puts the right foot on the rubber. Has the ball behind his back thigh, now comes set. Below the belt. And a swing and a foul off to the left by Harther. 3,311 cheering at the top of their lungs for a Peoria rally. The Kernels scored for the first time in the top of this 9th inning since the triple by Cosby in the 1st inning and the Brandon Wood sacrifice fly. Holding the runner at first is Baltazar Lopez. Harther lifts one foul into the lawn section down the left field line. The Kernels in their all-blue road caps, gray uniform, red socks, red letters trimmed in white. Bottom of the 9th inning, 3-1 Kernels. Peoria has a runner aboard at first with nobody out. Here's the third 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss! Bob Zimmerman fans Cody Harther for the first out of the 9th inning. Bob played old country hardball with the 322 hitter and got one by him high and away. Cody Harther strikes out, 1 out in the Chiefs' 9th inning. The batter, Calvin Hayes. Calvin Hayes is 1 for 2. A sacrifice bunt in the second that helped the Chiefs score their only run of this game. A double in the fourth and a line out to third his last time up in the sixth. A bouncer pass knocked down by Rodriguez. He'll hold on to it. It's first and second. Sean Rodriguez, a one-hop bullet to his left. He dove to his left and knocked it down and could not make any play. John Santor goes to second on a Calvin Hayes base hit. Boy, Calvin Hayes lashed that one hard. And I don't know how Rodriguez even reacted enough to get a glove on it. Sean dove to his left, knocked it down. The ball then squirted behind him and to his left on the infield. Very wisely, when Rodriguez picked it up, he held on to it. He did not make a throw to first base because Calvin Hayes had already passed first base. Terry Evans, the batter, 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the ninth inning. Kernels clinging to a 3-1 lead. And I mean clinging at this point. Bob Zimmerman has allowed 2 hits, no runs, and he struck out 1 here in the ninth inning. Zimmerman trying to save this one for Abel Marino. 7 hits for the Chiefs now, 2 in this inning. Terry Evans has driven in the only Chief run. First and second, 1 away. Eric Bennett came out to the hill to try to help out Bob Zimmerman. A slider low, ball 1 to Terry Evans, right-handed hitter. John Santor at second. Hayes at first. A breaking pitch, a strike. A snap throw to first by Bobby Wilson. And Calvin Hayes returns safely. 3-1 Kernels, bottom of the ninth inning. Bob Zimmerman took a trip on the right side of the slope, his left, and now he's back up on top, peering in to get his sign from Bobby Wilson. He has it. Swing and a miss as Bob Zimmerman came down about to a 3/4 angle and had the batter Evans out on his front foot. He swung and missed, strike 2. Tyne runs aboard at first and second. Evans ready. And he loops one into left. That'll be caught by Matt Pauley. 2 away. Matt Pauley has it for the second out of the ninth inning. Mike McCoy will bat for Peoria. Mike McCoy, 0-for-3. Struck out looking, popped to second, and struck out looking against Abel Marino. The Kernels are within 1 out of a huge win to open this weekend series in Peoria. It's 3-1 Kernels. Mike McCoy, a right-handed batter at the plate. And McCoy dribbles one foul behind home plate. We've reached the top of the hour. You're enjoying a cliffhanger from Peoria on the Zone. ESPN Radio 1600, KCRG, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 3-1 Kernels. Bob Zimmerman surrendering a couple of hits here in the bottom of the ninth inning, but has 1 more out to try to help the Kernels over the hump here and win their second in a row and take the all-important first game of this 3-game weekend series to end the first half. Mike McCoy in the hole, 0-1, a right-handed hitter. Strike 2 at the letters from Bob Zimmerman. Bob is a Midwest League All-Star. He's trying to save it for Abel Marino. Tyne runs aboard at first and second for the Chiefs. Will Bob come right after the batter, McCoy? He misses low and away. Tried to get him to go fishing for a slider low and outside. Zimmerman with 9 saves. On for the team-high 24th time this year. Santor at second. Cal Hayes at first. They'll be running like the wind if McCoy can plug the gap. A pitch in the dirt, and what a stop by Bobby Wilson to prevent those runners from moving into scoring position. Bobby Wilson with a terrific stop on a nasty pitch way outside in the dirt, blocked somehow by Bobby Wilson. Mike McCoy was in the hole, 0-2. Now the count even to the right-handed hitter, who was a regular here with Peoria last season. 2 out, 2 on, bottom of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and the Kernels have won game 1 of this series. 3-1. Bob Zimmerman fans Mike McCoy to give the Kernels to post a save and give the Kernels a huge, huge win in the first game of this series. Mike McCoy struck out on a 2-2 pitch. Bob Zimmerman saves it for Abel Marino. In the 9th for the Chiefs, no runs, 2 hits, no Kernel errors. Peoria leaves a pair. They stranded 7. 3-1 Kernels in game 1 here at O'Brien Field. We'll be back with the celebratory totals, highlights, and more next on the Kernel Curtain Call. You're listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.
Are you cut out for adventure? The Siebke Jewelers Zone ESPN Radio Couchette Diamond Treasure Hunt is on. Listen for clues to unlock the location of the key phrase hidden somewhere in Cedar Rapids. We'll even give out the GPS coordinates for all you geocachers out there. Find the phrase, write it down on your official entry form, and you could win the rock that will melt your lady's heart. A Couchette cut diamond, the new shape for romance. The Couchette diamond, valued at over $5,000, is on display at Siebke Jewelers. This week's clue, the key phrase can be found where Dean of Iowa now holds court. Log on to the Zone1600.com for this week's GPS coordinates. Official rules and entry forms at Siebke Hoyt and online at the Zone1600.com. You must be 18 years or older to enter. Take a chance at some serious bling-bling. Find the Couchette Diamond key phrase, and you could win. Sponsored by Siebke Hoyt Jewelers and the Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM. It's time for the Colonel's Curtain Call, right here on the Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM. With a recap of all the action, the State Farm Major League scoreboard, plus a look ahead to the next Colonel's game, let's rejoin the voice of the Colonels, the one, the only John Rogers, here on the Zone, ESPN Radio, 1600 AM.
A huge victory last night in Battle Creek, and a thrilling triumph for the Kernels tonight at O'Brien Field, 3-1. We're going to move things very quickly here with Scott Unash waiting in the wings for Hawkeye Downs Racing. The Kernels scored a run in the top of the first on a Quan Cosby triple and a one-out sacrifice fly by Brandon Wood. The Chiefs scored their only run of the game in the second inning on a one-out single that scored John Santor by Terry Evans. Abel Marino was the star on the hill tonight for the Kernels. He pitched 8 magnificent innings, allowing only 1 run on 5 hits. He fanned 8, hit a batter, Santor in the second, who scored their only run. Abel walked none. The Kernels scored for the first time since the first inning. In the 9th inning, with 2 out, Brandon Wood singled, Bobby Wilson walked. Blake Balcom, facing reliever Jason Birch, came through and lashed a single down the right field line. It scored Brandon Wood to make it 2-1, sent Bobby Wilson to third. Bobby scored on a wild pitch by Jason Birch, and the Kernels brought in Bob Zimmerman in the bottom of the 9th. He gave up a couple of hits, but struck out 2 and chalked up his 10th save. The final line score, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Kernels. We left only 4 men on. Peoria, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 7. The winning pitcher, Abel Marino. He went 8 innings, his longest outing of the year. He's 6-4. The loser for Peoria was their starter, Cristobal Correa, tough luck loser, 2-2. 3,311 were here, and the game took, 2 hours, and that would be 2 hours and 25 minutes. We'll be back in a moment with our Liberty Bank star plays of the game. This is Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
Most of us have been in a situation before in buying an automobile where what we owe is more than what our vehicle is worth. And sometimes it's thousands of dollars. There is a better way to put yourself in a better position when it comes to value, quality, and reliability. Put yourself into an industry-leading Honda automobile from Randy Kiel Honda. The Odyssey minivan boasts being #1 in safety and the #1 minivan on the market for the last 5 years. The Honda Accord leads the way in safety and has made the Car and Driver's Top 10 list more than any other car in history. The Pilot topped the SUV categories in its first year out and remains a class leader. And the CR-V continues leading in its class since its arrival in 1997. The subcompact Element is so functional and practical, they're selling as fast as they arrive. So doesn't it make sense to get the best value in the market at Randy Keel Honda? Great folks to deal with, too, and number one when it comes to getting you the best price. The home of confidence is Randy Keel Honda, Centerpoint Road, or on the web at randykeel.com.
Welcome back to the Colonel Curtain Call on the heels of a Colonel terrific 3-1 victory in the series opener here in Peoria. We're going to keep things moving along. Scott Unash waiting in the wings at Hawkeye Downs with Hawkeye Downs Racing. Abel Marino was the star for the Kernels tonight. With the game tied 1-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning, Matt Pagnozzi stood in against the Colonel right-hander Abel Marino. Liberty Bank, Iowa's fastest-growing community bank, brings us our first of two Liberty Bank star plays of the game. Now the payoff offering is on its way. Swing and a miss on a high changeup. 8 strikeouts for Abel Marino. He fans Matt Pagnozzi on a 3-2 delivery and 1 run on 5 hits allowed by 20-year-old right-hander Abel Marino through 7 innings. Abel would go on to retire the Chiefs in order in the 8th inning to earn his 6th win of the year. The Kernels and Chiefs were tied at 1 in the top of the 9th inning. Tied at 1 with 2 on and 2 out. Blake Balcom had to face 6'5" right-hander Jason Birch with his 14 saves in a 1-1 game. Here's our second Liberty Bank star play of the game. Blake shoots one down the right field line on the run. The right fielder can't get it. It falls. 1 run is in to give the Kernels a 2-1 lead. Another man to third. Blake Balcom loops a single down the right field line. Brandon Wood scores to give the Kernels a 2-1 lead on a clutch base hit by Blake Balcom. Bobby Wilson, the man that went to third on the RBI single that broke the tie, would score moments later on a wild pitch. Those were our Liberty Bank star plays of the game. A final word from Peoria's O'Brien Field. 3-1 Kernels. A final word is next. This is Colonel Baseball on the Zone.
Kernels fans, your Cedar Rapids Taco Bell restaurant have something new for you to cheer about this season. A Taco Bell 10 spot. When the Kernels score 10 or more runs in any game this season, you'll score beef tacos for just 39 cents the very next day at any Cedar Rapids Taco Bell. That's a savings of 50 cents per taco, limit 10 per customer. Remember, when the Kernels put up a Taco Bell 10 spot by plating 10 or more runs in any game, you get up to 10 39-cent beef tacos the very next day at any Cedar Rapids Taco Bell.
Whether you're a serious athlete or a weekend warrior, injuries can take you out of your game. Smart athletes know that Physiotherapy Associates in Cedar Rapids are the experts in the treatment and prevention of sport-related injuries. Our expert staff serves the metro and surrounding area high school athletes. Physiotherapy Associates of Cedar Rapids, the smart choice in sports medicine. Call us at 398-1569. That's 398-1569. We'll get you back in your game today.
The Kernels are now 2 games ahead of the Peoria Chiefs following a thrilling 3-1 victory. The Kernels scoring a run in the top of the first and then 2 in the top of the 9th. Bob Zimmerman notching his 10th save in relief of Abel Marino, who pitched magnificently 8 innings of 5-hit no-walk baseball. We're going to send it along in just a second now to Hawkeye Downs and Scott Unash. We don't have time to give scores in the big leagues on the State Farm Major League scoreboard due to Hawkeye Downs Racing, but we will tell you that State Farm Insurance agents Gary Schubat, Lanny Peterson, Dale Thompson, and Al Shetler bring us scores throughout the season for the 9th straight year on the State Farm Major League scoreboard. We want to thank them as always, and we will tell you that the Cubs were beaten by the Oakland A's at Wrigley today 2-1. Tomorrow evening, 6:10 dugout interview time, 6:10 dugout interview time, a 6:30 start. The Kernels have won 2 in a row, and behind Abel Marino this evening, turned back the Chiefs 3-1. We now own a 2-game lead and maybe in a 2-way tie for first when we wake up tomorrow, depending on what happens between the Bees and the Cougars in Geneva, Illinois. 3-1 Kernels. Thanks for being a part of the fun and excitement. Our in-studio engineer was Emily. I'm John Rogers, wishing you a great Friday evening. Stay tuned now for Hawkeye Downs Racing with Scott Unash. 3-1 Kernels, so long from the land of Lincoln. You've been listening to Kernel Baseball on the Zone.